Okay, we're good.
Okay. So, last we left off the Risen. Our adventurers spoke with a few of the imprisoned Crimson Talon and learned more about potentially their adversary and what they might expect in a fight. Kaladin managed to gain them access not only to the prisoners but also to a train car that was taking them towards the Borsky bridge. However, he may have neglected to inform you that you would have to figure out how to get off of the train. He's been doing this for a while and kind of assumed, okay, I'm sneaking you into the train yard, implied you would have to sneak out of it on the other side. Which you guys did not pick up on, which is okay. And you guys encountered difficulties with escaping the train yard.
To be fair, all of us are 100 years out of date, and so all of the rules regarding trains are kind of over our heads.
Oh, for sure.
For you!
Did not occur to him. Yeah, no, to be fair, Sarabi's opinion of fucking Run was fantastic, because it did fit really well into her understanding of how trains work. Yeah, and the laws and stuff, that was good. But yeah, so you guys managed to talk and or pay your way out of being in quote-unquote incarcerated. And from there, joined up with your stealthy and or not stealthy, your more stealthy companions. You managed to hide really well.
Run really fast.
Well, you ran really fast and then hid really well. But yeah, so then you guys met back up, and as dusk was cresting, you guys headed along the what's the name of this river? It's the Winding Waters. And you guys, there's the name of this. Yeah, the Winding Water. And you guys followed along this river most of the night until you guys set camp to rest for 8 hours before continuing your adventure, not wanting to lose any time in your attempt to find Vanram. So, you guys are... Let's see, you guys are in the big map, which is, I believe, where everybody is still located. You all are, like, up here along the river. Because you guys follow the river up, so that way you guys are about here or so you could head directly into the Serpent Hills. And the outlook of what you guys are seeing is more like this. It's very, very scrub land, with the mountains in the background, and you know, dust and sand and stuff being kicked up. And this is kind of the setting that you guys are in now. The nights are cold. They're much colder than you're expecting, but during the day, as the sun started to rise again, and you guys, got there during this rest, you're going to realize it's going to get very hot during the day. So you're going to be dealing with several different kinds of temperature variations here while you're trying to camp. So it's something you need to keep in mind.
Well, what a nice welcoming place.
I'll say we really are in the Wild West, huh?
A little bit.
We're standing in Kali's shadow. I'm not dressed.
So yeah, you guys, the river that you guys are along, appears to be something that does dry out during the off seasons. So it has water in it now, but you're probably expecting in a couple of months it probably won't have any water in it. And then when it rolls back around to spring, you'll be seeing more water.
Gee, I sure hope I'm not going to sweat to death while wearing black clothes in a hot desert. There's clothes that absorb more heat than any other.
I mean, you could always get naked, but you will reflect so much light, they will see us like
blind
50
everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if that'll help, okay. No, just kidding.
Goodness.
So yeah, so you guys successfully make camp and you guys wake up. It's been about 8 hours since dawn, so you guys are getting close to late afternoon-ish when you guys get up. So you guys kind of slept through most of the heat of the day, which is good, especially for traveling in a desert. But yeah, so you guys.
Sleep schedule's
Where you go, guys?
after this.
Yeah, so your plan was, if I remember correctly, you wanted to look for like a local town that was in the area to try to see what they know about the Serpent Hills.
I think so. I think that was what we landed on.
Yeah.
I think so. So
Okay, then you guys are gonna need to go ahead and make
Perception?
survival checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, survival.
Okay.
Yes. You need, so first you guys are going to need to make survival checks. You guys want to make sure that you're heading in the right
I don't even have Kelly's yet in front of me.
Of course, the ranger rolls a 8.
Well, I would say, well, to be fair, it's not her territory, is it?
It's not.
Yeah.
I do not think she has desert as her prepared terrain.
Nowhere is her territory because she's cursed by the dice god.
Nowhere.
Okay, that's not something that we can help.
Don't worry, Sarabi, you're not the only one.
What to the
Hey, that's not bad. Let me double check what my.
There's Kelly's dice. Good lord, it was buried under all my other ones.
There we go.
Oh, that's not bad either. My phone just hold on a second. My phone attempted
No.
trying to be eaten by the couch.
No, it was a 13, not a 3.
I would say Rose didn't know is the one wearing the saloon outfit. ain't she?
Yeah.
Ooh, that wasn't bad either.
Yes,
What's
she's
the survival?
ready for the Wild West more than everyone.
Switching
Rose.
to
same
my
thing.
phone for a while. If anything happens that I have to know visually, please tell me.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still trying to get my phone out of the sofa, so hold on a second.
Also, Katie, I don't know if you know, but you're on mute.
I got it. Okay, hold on.
I know.
Whew. That was
You okay?
almost a really bad scene. My arm is not that small. I did not think I was going to be able to get it out of there.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Ow.
Sometimes, like, I'm playing the game and, like, the phone slips out of my pocket and gets eaten.
Yep. There's this one part of the sofa where it goes right down and it just falls in the perfect location to go all the way into the sofa.
Yep.
Like, it's not just caught, it's in the...
Yeah.
Okay,
The
but it's good. I have
sofa's
it. I
a
rescued it.
The sofa's a
Okay.
mimic.
Yes. Its sole purpose is attempting to trying to eat my arm.
Yeah.
Okay, so with those rolls, good lord, you guys rolled really well. So with those rolls, you guys are able to navigate into the desert without losing the sort of makeshift path almost that. There's not exactly like a trail here, but you can see that there is a way to maneuver without getting stuck in too deep sands or anything like that. You guys are staying to a more rugged portion of the terrain that will not cause you guys or your particularly heavy fighter to sink into the sands.
Yeah.
No FMA style. I have been filled with sand. Yeah. So yeah,
No,
so
It
you
wouldn't
guys,
be nearly as pleasant.
No.
so you guys do manage to kind of are able to navigate your way through this desert. Now I would like, what's your guys' sort of marching order in this circumstance? How are you guys walking this way?
Leave my dice alone. Go away. Go play. Go.
I probably standing somewhere near Sarabi and Pedro as usual.
Okay, who's leading the charge right now?
Stop it.
I mean,
Valen.
Rose?
I will say the ranger, but she rolled an 8.
yeah, I was gonna say the ranger didn't exactly. She's like, "What the hell is all this sand?"
This is too much sand.
But we are not in the beach.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough. It gets everywhere.
Star Wars reference.
Yep. I just now have that gif of sand stuck
Not
in my
like
head.
you. He stares at Princess. Princess is looking at him like he's stupid.
I'm going to lock you out of the bedroom. Stop it! Over there.
That was a good rebuttal. Well done.
Stop it!
It's like that one. It reminds me of that one Chris Rock stand up where it's like, you can hold a gun to a kid's head and they'll be like, yeah, go ahead, pull the trigger. I'm gonna tell your
So-
dad. Oh.
So Sarabi isn't leading, then who is?
Sally can.
So okay,
Yeah,
then Vero's
fine.
close. Vero's close second because shade.
He has to keep his skin pale somehow, and he doesn't have a parasol.
Callie Fuse. Does that mean as the sun
With the-
turns throughout
with
the
the
sky
twin-
that
the
Vero's gonna have to
twins
like
over
rotate himself around her?
Yes,
Follow the shadow.
like a sundial.
He's trying to do the subplay, but at some point I think somebody's gonna notice.
Oh goodness.
So yeah. So let's see. So if Kali, Vero, who else? Oh, I guess you two are technically in the front. I need both of you guys to make me perception checks because you guys are the two that are in the front looking this a village of any kind.
I apologize in advance if I don't roll well. Yeah, I kind of want to get
Not
that other
bad.
dice.
15, 18.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I cast Fireball on perception.
No, that was just my a dice pack. It was. Ah.
I cast dice bag to cause massive damage.
She's like, I cast Fireball at 9th level.
Shit! No, I lost the die. Dang it.
Ready to cast Wish, Beth?
Okay. 21.
21. Okay. To the two of you guys manage to, as the sun starts to set and you guys are heading more into winter or into darkness
We're
and the
walking into
cold
winter.
weather. Yes. And the cold weather comes in. The chill sort of starts to crawl across the desert. You guys spot in the distance firelight. Closer towards the mountains, so that it's like there's a camp that's sort of in the shadow of the one of these mountains nearby, and so they're using it seemingly as some kind of like a backing to prevent them from being able to be attacked on all sides. But you do see some firelight. It's still off in the distance. You guys are probably another hour away before you guys will probably reach this little potential camp. Again, you're just seeing fire. You can see that it's a campfire versus like a forest fire kind of thing. It's small and localized. And there's a couple like lanterns, and you can see like the lantern light moving between locations. So there's clearly people out there. Or individuals who use fires and so on and so forth. You still aren't quite close enough to see whose camp it is, but it is some kind of camp. Are you guys going to try to head in that direction, or are you guys going to avoid it and see if you can find a different location?
What do you guys think?
Considering
People
far-
are a good signal.
Huh?
People are a good signal. We can get information there.
Potentially, yeah.
No. What if... I think I'm being paranoid already. What if they belong to the wizard and can alert him to our presence? If we
Well-
approach them, we shouldn't...
Well,
we
if it is
probably
him,
should seem like tourists or
Tourists in the middle of the desert. Just adventurers
yeah, in the middle of the desert
exploring
We are
in like
adventurers.
I
full-on
don't-
adventure gear.
I don't.
We can just pretend we are going to a different adventure that we are actually going to.
Sorry, wait. That was like the first thing.
It's okay.
All good.
More like adventurers who are searching for something different than Belram.
Well, even if it is him, he's been out here for how long if that's the case, so we'll probably have the one up on him just because he's been surviving out here.
Can't you just send Princess ahead to see who's there?
Yeah,
You could.
yeah, I can. I'll send her.
I think you have to. So you won't be able
Yeah, I have to
tell.
concentrate, right?
Well, you can send her out that distance. You just won't be able to communicate with her telepathically until she gets back within your range. So, like,
Why-
you guys will have to like stop and hang out and let her fly that whole distance because it's an hour walking for you guys. So it'll take her about 45 minutes out there and then 45 minutes back before you can figure out what she's.
And then I could also just see through her eyes and just sit still, right?
Only in a certain distance.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's only within a certain distance. So if you guys got closer
Oh.
and then did that, yeah, you guys could stay hidden and then let her go explore and then come back. Or
I thought you meant that with like the ring or something.
no, yeah, this is just with that spell's ability. It's not like infinite. You have to be within a certain
Okay.
range. Now you can give her orders, go scout out, and then she will fly off, scout out, and come back and tell you.
Yeah, I'll just be like, find out who that camp is. Don't let them notice you.
Yeah. Now it'll take her like an hour and a half before you guys will get this information.
You guys
Or you
want to
guys
wait
can
that
get
long?
closer and then do the telepathic and visual.
You guys want to play it safe and wait out here, or do you want to just head in?
We should probably play it safe. If these are other bandits or just people that Verum has, I'm not very familiar with mind control spells, but if they happen to be people that were seeded with some sort of mind control spell to be triggered by, I don't know, somebody asking for him, then we could be in danger.
Well, it's not like we're asking them anything. We're just finding out who they are
I don't
right
think we're
now.
gonna go up there and if we go talk to her, we're not gonna ask, have you seen this man?
True.
I
Yeah.
think we're just gonna simply ask the special things that are in the area.
Hmm.
We can make a broad question, see if they'll give us the direction to the whatever. Where we're going, it was a tomb, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
it's hold on. It's you guys got the name of the tomb, or at least yeah, I think you guys got the name
Yeah,
of
we
the
have
tomb.
the name of it. I just don't remember it as the player.
Yeah, it's Dideritis.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, that thingy.
Dideritis.
Pronunciations have never been much. So fake pronunciations for words that I'm not sure are written in English is even worse for me. So
Same.
yeah.
Mhm.
I can spell them out and let you guys figure out how you want to pronounce them, and then I will continue to use that pronunciation.
No, I'm just trying to remember the way you pronounce it so I can pronounce it. I'm just a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, Diderus works. But yeah,
Dideritis,
so
okay.
Yeah, we should just pretend to be curious about the landmark. Sort of what I meant with tourists. I didn't think I worded that quite right.
it just reminds me of when in old, sort of 18th century England, how people would go explore the moors, like they'd go on tours of the lakes up in the north kind of thing, where they just have a carriage and they go explore walking around looking at the greenery. That's all I was imagining. Like, we're here to look at your hills. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are gonna hang out for the hour and a half and let Princess fly the whole way and fly back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys kind of hunker down. It's not super windy where you guys are, but you guys are kind of out in the open, just sort of where you stopped. So it's just something you're going to need to keep watch while you do this.
Okay.
Okay. Then let's see. I'll need at least 2 people to make me perception checks. It's your choice which to.
I mean, my first thought is, Sarabi and or Vero.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two
Roll
make
me up,
sense.
Scopty.
Okay, let me get the die. Huh.
If anybody can roll for me, I'll be thankful. I'm kind of chewing here.
Oh, I need someone to roll for.
We said
someone-
Sarabi.
Someone needs
Yeah,
to roll
Sarabi.
for her. Someone needs to roll for her.
Yeah,
I think.
Sarabi and Vero. That's what she said.
Ah, okay. Here, hold on. I'll pull up your character sheet really quick. Characters.
Now imagining the whole entire group in cowboy hats. Thank you, Poison. Go on.
Why do my dice keep falling to the ground?
Hey, you didn't do half bad. You got a 20.
Nice.
Yay.
Because it wasn't me.
It's a dirty 20, but yeah, you
You rolled decent
Eh.
enough on Q.
16?
16. Okay. You guys don't see anything particularly. You guys do see some of the nightlife. There are some, buzzards and things like that. There's bats in this area. And some of the lowland foxes and things like that. You guys see nightlife, but you don't see anything like trying to sneak up to each. So that's for the most part it's good. But yeah, so that 90-minute stretch passes, and eventually, Paley, you feel Princess re-enter your telepathic range with the spell, and she reports back to you guys that it's lots of tents that seem to be set up, and there's several wagons and some horses, and it's a mixture of different races, but they appear to be camping. So it's lots of tents. It seems to almost be like a tent city that has popped up there with multiple different caravans that seem to have come to this city and are traveling along the mountainside.
Did she manage to get a look at any of the banners or any of the gear they're wearing?
Most. Let's see, I'm thinking. Yeah, I could say she got a look at some of what the gear and banners are. A lot of it seems to be independent, sort of merchants. So a lot of it seems to have big stamps that are like merchant crests on them and things like that. There are a few. The color palettes are kind of similar to the Winter's Eye. For a couple of the more armored individuals that are up there, they might be some kind of
Mercenary.
guard. Yeah, like a guard or something like that. Like outriders, essentially, to help the caravans. At least one of the caravans may have hired them to help them travel. But yeah, most of the people there are not heavily armed. They have things like crossbows, but nobody's toting around, long swords or things like that.
Alright, so Pill's looks like we've ran into a merchant caravan. I have a guarded one at that, so we gotta be careful if we want to approach them.
Yeah, at least one of the caravans, because there's clearly several caravans. There's lots of people here. At least one of them has guards. They're not all over the campsite. There's just near one of the caravan areas.
What do you guys think of that?
Nothing too unusual.
Yeah.
You with any sort of, even back in our time, you would have to have protection just in case some bandits decided, hey, these people look like easy marks.
Well, I figured that, but I was like, do you think they're gonna point us in the right direction? Do you think they're gonna know?
Not
Also Shay and the Scorpions.
I think we
the
can.
likelihood is no, unless somebody happens to know anything about tombs. These if they're just ordinary, well, maybe the guards would know something,
I
but
was
the
gonna
merchants
say,
probably not.
I was gonna say the bounty hunters are there might know a thing or two. They're probably locals.
Yeah, and it is a tent city. So some of the people who live there just live there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's like a stop. that for the caravans to come through. Likely, it means that there's some kind of water source out there, not that Princess saw one. But that's generally, it's sort of like an impromptu city that has popped up there.
Good enough for me. They
I
may
was saying,
even
Vera, I
sell
saw a
cats.
couple Winter's Eye banners, so we might be able to get some guild business there while we're at it if we want to go there.
I guess. I think we should be fine as long as we don't mention.
Just don't name drop anybody.
Yeah.
Just don't name drop. Just be like, hey, can you tell us where this dungeon? We kind of want to explore it for treasure.
We're treasure hunters.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine. Harmless enough.
I would say we're adventurers. It's not like it's out of the realm of possibility for us.
Yeah, I know. Not that far-fetched for us to be wandering through
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is the plan then to head towards the tent city?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you guys sort of pick up where you guys were resting, and you spend the next hour or so marching through the desert towards this this city. And as you guys approach, you actually get a better look at the location. You can see that some of the tents are much bigger than you think Princess understood how to describe. They're big tents, and some of them are connected to each other, and there's very clearly a central location. And then around this centralized tent area, you have smaller other tents, which are where the caravans are parked. So you have some of these, wagons, and now that you're looking at them, some of the wagons are clearly just wood, and they're not really well made wagons. They're clearly lower merchants, and some of them are like iron and steel wagons. Some of them are clearly magically moved, and they don't use horses. The ones that are more expensive have the Winter's Eye guard just kind of hanging out over around the caravan. They're just sitting on it and shooting the shit. They are clearly guarding not all of them, but a couple of these wagons are they've been hired to protect. Are you guys sneaking in, or are you guys like, hey people, and you're waving towards them like what's going on?
We can be sneaking in if we are going to go some.
More
Yeah.
like a casual detour?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out where are you heading? Are you guys just appearing like wraiths out of the night, and you're heading straight towards one of the caravans, or are you heading towards the central location, the central sort of tent pop-up area?
I'd say the central location.
I mean, we want to make
Just because
we don't want to sneak up on them and startle them or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to seem so.
It would just look like we're
Yeah.
approaching and not trying to sneak up on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is fairly late at night, but that does not appear to be a problem for this city. So there are some people who are clearly just up, even though it's probably closer to 3 in the morning when you guys get here. They don't seem to care that it's that early in the morning, and so you have there isn't as much activity, but there are still people awake, and there's still guards, people watching the area. But you can tell that the guards see you guys approaching. But since you're not sneaking or seeming headed you're heading for them, they take note of you the same way you take note of them, but they're not aggressive towards you guys. They're just oh shit.
Yeah, Pell just raises an arm in the air and waves.
One of the guards sort of sticks his hands up and waves back, and the dude he's sitting next to elbows him what the fuck, man, you're not supposed to
Don't be friendly. Yeah.
They don't know that it's coming through their door.
They don't know the
Chaos
wrath of Pill.
incarnate is about to walk into the camp.
So as you get
One menace.
as you start to head in towards this tent city, you see in the wall of the mountainside is actually a dwelling, some kind of hollowed out location that has made of clay, that is some kind of building or structure that seems to be centralized here. And next to it there is a well that has been built half out of the mountainside, and so whoever owns that building seems to also own the well, and this seems to be why the tent city has sort of popped up around here. And you can see that just just from walking by, they're some of these people just are like food merchants that just kind of live here, where they're like farmers or they're hunters or something that just are here to provide extra food and rations to the little community as well as to travelers who come through. You can see from some of the tent locations that there are just people who live out here, people who are just, farmers and nomads and stuff that just have decided this is where they want to make camp for a couple of months or whatever, and this is where they're staying. The inn, however, the structure that's actually built into the wall appears to be an inn of some kind, and it's called Bolo's Tentside Inn. And so it's this big. It is an inn, but it appears to be closed right now because it's 3 a.m. There's like a candle inside the window, but it appears that the front door is locked.
I thought those were like bars that are open 24/7.
In this case, no, they are not open 24/7. For some places, yeah, they are, but this one, it's got a candle in the window, clearly stating that someone lives here. Perhaps if you banged on the door, you might be able to get the owner to wake up and come let you in, but the door is locked for right now.
Well, that seems rude.
Well, I don't
camping
to piss off the owner.
Yeah, let him sleep. We have our own camping stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Big whoop.
As you do get close to the inn and you can see the candle, the well has a bucket. That sort of just sits on top of it. It's clearly an old-fashioned style well, but the top of the well has a covering on it that appears to be locked. So the water is being rationed. So someone has a lock and key for the top of the well. So people can't just go in and take water.
Or throw things inside.
Or throw things inside of it, yeah.
This nasty fucker.
Alright.
Sorry,
Well, I mean, even if it was dirty, Vero has the knife to purify it. So
Yeah, you just throw Vero down in there; it'll be fine.
yeah.
It's just that I play way too many games where you get rid of the dead bodies that way. So
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
That's how you poison a whole community.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the part that the video games don't tell you.
But yeah, so there are still some people up. You can try to see if you can want to talk to one of them, but most of the people who are up appear to be protecting the caravans. They clearly are the dude who was, you have to stay up and protect the caravans, or it's his turn on watch kind of thing.
I mean, we will ask the guards of the city that we have on the doors or something. If there is any place we can put the things and camp the night away.
So just set up camp.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna pick out a location and set up camp?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
As long as we are not bothering anybody.
No one seems to care. Like when you guys start throwing your stuff down in one of the empty areas, no one cares. No one's telling you can't yeah. It's just so you guys are sort of putting your stuff down. It's still probably another good couple of hours until dawn, so you guys have a little time just to hang out. If there's anything you guys want to do for the next couple of hours before the tent city starts to wake up.
I'm gonna play with my magic balls.
You're gonna play with your what?
With the magic balls. She makes the magic balls. The weather gloves.
The woodcraft.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Awesome. I know what you're talking about again. I heard the magic balls. And I was trying to figure... Oh, okay, that is what you said. Alright.
That's what I see.
Pill approaches Vera is like, hey, do you think casting a Ray of Frost and letting the ice melt would give us any extra money here?
You mean...
I mean, I can literally. I'm pretty sure I have create food and water.
You are a cleric. Yeah.
I am a cleric. I could temporarily be like, hey, let's do create food and water if I really needed to.
Yeah.
He has a point, though. We could sell
Uh,
ice cream.
I'm just saying we can make some extra money on the side while we're doing this.
For Ray of Frost, unless it says the ice remains when the spell dissipates, the ice basically sublimates. It turns back into like magic. So it's not like you could just like make icicles and then melt the icicles and have extra water. Only spells that create water would let you do that. If you want to do something like Tidal Wave, yeah, you could probably collect some water from Tidal Wave. But yeah, so littler spells like that probably wouldn't let it work. Yeah.
I mean, I
You
have
guys,
sleep
ice cream.
drops. But no. I don't think I have anything that would be here.
Oh, okay.
I'm guaranteed to. I don't want to.
I do like Sarabi's ice cream idea, though. We have
True.
Arianti cast Prestidigitation, make it red, communist red ice cream.
The red army.
Yes. I would allow you to use potentially Ray of Frost or something like that to create ice cream. It could be like the ice cream maker part. You couldn't like have it in the ice cream, but it would be like the cooling factor. Sure, you can just shoot Ray of Frost at each other all you want.
I could help if you'd like to.
Can we make them taste like good berries? That way they can work all day.
Technically,
They
doesn't
don't need to eat.
prestidigitation do something with taste too?
Yes,
Yeah.
you could prestidigitation. Now, making the ice cream out of, I cannot believe we're having this conversation, making the ice cream out of good berries would not work, but you could mix good berries into the ice cream, and when you ate one of the good berries that was in the ice cream, it would have the effect. But like, you couldn't make an entire tub of ice cream that just happened to have the good berry magic on it.
Just imagine, guys. This is the business of the moment.
I'm just saying.
Good berry
make
ice
the-
cream.
Why are you
Make
making
the-
businesses in both the campaigns you play in?
I'm just saying.
You mean
Make
business
the
of
ice.
mine too?
Make the ice cream taste like communism.
Yes.
That's not a flavor.
It is if we think of it.
You believe.
If we invent it, yeah, if we
I-
believe enough.
I don't have good berry prepared, but I could if it's really necessary. I just don't
Well, there's
think I could.
necessary and there's necessary at this point.
I don't think I
It is
could.
very
Just imagine.
necessary. What are you talking about?
Just
Oh,
imagine
Did
the
we really all get brought back to life 100 years in the future to become entrepreneurs on Goodberry ice cream?
Yes.
You know, we
We
already got our perfect color. We are not adventurers. We are merchants selling Goodberry ice cream.
Okay.
We are going from
I
desert city to
cannot
desert city.
believe this.
Well, I mean, we just spent a lot of money on magic gear. I'm just saying we can make some more money, get some of that back.
Is this like the Slayer's cake? Is that's what's happening? Are you guys gonna open an ice cream shop?
Apparently.
You know, for talking about communists, we are totally doing capitalist right now.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Can we put a pin on that idea when we have dealt with our
Let's also make a lemonade stand while we're at it.
Oh, God.
when we have dealt what is important right now? Let's put a pin in it. I would be glad to help you should we have the free time and needs to sell good berry ice cream.
And means to make the ice cream.
Out of character for a moment. What would we need to roll to learn to make Goodberry ice cream? Like creating the Goodberry ice cream product to sell.
Probably have to do research how to make ice cream because none of us know how to make ice cream. Clearly.
Yeah, do any of us even know how to cook? Just ask.
But you
I think we've established that some of us can cook like very basic things.
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys know how to feed yourselves.
And do we even have the
Um,
ingredients to make ice cream?
I think we at some point decided that nature and survival is what basically
Yeah, but this is
helps
magic. You
our
don't need it.
cookability.
Yeah.
I would say to know how to make ice cream, it would be an intelligence check.
Yeah.
To know how to make it good, you would need to make a wisdom check. To be able to sell the ice cream, you would need to make a charisma check.
Okay, but if
Yeah.
we
I
want to do it, Phil and Sarabi to team up, we
I would
then
say
we
Pill,
can.
Sarabi, Oriente, Vero.
Oh,
It's like a whole group effort there.
Yeah, but who has the intelligence?
Me.
Next time,
See,
next
intelligent.
library we are visiting, we are. I'm totally going to study the ice cream recipe.
Yeah. Pill has the
Oh, yeah.
intelligence, Vero has the wisdom, Oriente has the charisma.
Yes. Technically, I don't think any of you guys have dairy.
I was about to say,
This
we
could-
need dairy for it. Where's the cow?
Yes.
If you want to get real technical, what we're talking about is something like a sherbet.
Why are we talking about ice cream again?
I don't even know how we got on
Good
this.
question.
Because ice cream is not the only kind of ice cream there is. There is also water-based
You
ice
can
cream.
make slushy.
It's
Yeah.
a sherbet, or it's a sorbet.
Yeah, but,
Yes,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think the locals would be happy because the only source of
Good
water
berry
here is the
sorbet.
well.
Mm.
Oh yeah, we use the wells, what's left of the well's water to make ice cream. I hope
We
you,
have the great Mother's Day.
I
Now,
hope you
if
like
you wanted
it.
to make- Am I gonna help you guys or not? Because I'm trying to figure out whether I'm trying to help you with this stupid plan.
Do you still believe this is not serious? This is 100% serious.
So it's serious. We're keeping
I'm
it
just
business
saying,
deals
technically,
in D&D.
Vero can become a cow.
Oh no.
But would it be a girl cow
Or would it
though?
be a female cow? Yeah.
I don't think it specifies that you have to keep your gender when you turn into the animal.
I don't think Vero will let us. What's the English word for when you
Milk.
Milk.
the cow's teeth?
I think Adel looks in his direction. Like, because if you're looking at him that way, he goes, no, no.
Come on, Vero, take one for the team.
But if Sarabi can turn into a cow in just a few months' time. Wait,
This,
you can wait till I'm done.
What?
This
Give me one more level and I'll be the cow.
this conversation successfully takes you guys to dawn.
God.
So this is what you guys do to kill time for 2 hours: is argue with each other about how you could potentially make an ice cream shop, and what the flavor of communism is.
Is that
I guess
Technically-
technically speaking, ice cream could have been invented 100 years ago. It's just that right now it's not. It's very much back then. It was just a concept, but right now it's more capable of being made and stored because of new advances in technology. So we wouldn't be really making ice cream. We would just be repurposing ice cream.
You guys are attempting to have make a international ice cream shipment company.
Yes.
So I deeply respect your entrepreneurial.
Yeah, but it's not only ice cream. It's good berry ice cream. So it's an ice cream that makes you full for the whole day. Super good for the worker class. That's why it's communist.
Again, won't actually do that. The berries will be able to have the capability in the ice cream, but you can't squish them up and have them like the entire gallon have it. You would have to have a berry in each bite for that to work.
besides they only
But
work
it's
for a
done
day?
now.
Communism's my business, and business is good.
Oh dear. Why am I dealing with this?
So Dawn arrives while you guys are having this discussion, and several of the locals who live in the tent city wake up, and you can see they're clearly hunters of some kind, and they're heading off into the hill to start hunting and gathering any of the local animals that live here, so that they can start make a living and so on and so forth. So several of them appear to be waking up and heading out. About this time, you see a sort of stout, more rotund than you're used to halfling open up the inn, and sort of you watch as he kind of comes down, and you see movement now happening inside the building, and then the door unlocks, and a open sign actually is flipped, so that the candle that is sitting there, the open sign is now flipped above it, and so now it says that the inn is open. And you can see a couple of the hunters are heading in, probably to get breakfast of some kind before leaving. So the
That sounds
town
like
is
a-
starting to wake up again while you guys have had this conversation.
I would
Getting
argue that Rose has
breakfast
definitely
was like
seen some very obese halflings in her life.
Like you do operate a winery. You are used to the beer belly. It is a thing.
Yeah.
You're not sure if this halfling is like I've had too much to drink, or is just like a big halfling. Like, is this what happens when a halfling and a dwarf have kids? Like, you're not sure. He could just be like a big boned halfling.
My blood type is Rangoon.
I mean, like, even for a stout halfling, he's still kind of stout. Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay.
Let's
Must
try
have
not
my
to stare too
snacks.
much.
Okay. So
I
you guys
don't know
heading into
about-
the inn? What are you guys up to?
I don't know about you guys, but I want some bacon.
I could go for some food.
I'm just saying that guy is playing enough fat starting to feed a whole camp.
Stop staring!
Okay, so besides attempting to kill the innkeeper and use him as food for the camp, I take it you guys are heading into the inn to get breakfast.
It seems like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So you head into the inn like the other people before you. The door seems to, it's almost like it's hinged into the wall, but not like really well. So you kind of have to like lift the door a little bit and open it, and then lift it to close. But the inside of it is not very big, but you can tell that the inn goes back instead of up. So it's clearly just like a cavern system that this halfling has taken over and has like built like clay partitioned walls and things like that for people to sleep. And you can tell there are other people who actually are currently staying in the inn. There's not exactly a bar so much as like a doorway to the kitchen area, and then some scattered wooden tables and things like that, with lots of it very mismatched, or just like clearly old parts of other wagons that have been repurposed to be this inn location. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I just thought. I don't know what I touched. I just sent that with a mini logo.
Okay, you rolled the 20. I mean, you
Yes, I don't know why.
I don't know why either. It's okay.
9 modifier
wait,
for
Stina.
whatever that is.
What did you roll?
There's a
It
9
doesn't even have like
modifier.
it just looks like you rolled the 20 plus 9. Okay.
Where did I come from?
No, like you know how you can like pick to choose dice and you can tell it plus 9 or whatever. It doesn't look like it's from like the
okay.
character sheet.
Well, whatever Sarabi did, she did it really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
smelled down the bacon really well.
So yeah, so the this halfling individual is actually Bolo himself, and you guys can hit in and you can see that he's sort of chatting with a couple of the hunters. They clearly have a table that they usually eat at, and he's bringing them what you think is probably a coffee-like substance. You're not sure if it is coffee, but it's got that same astringent. And then he's talking about them about how one of his daughters is in the back making them breakfast. And he kind of nods to you guys as being, you know, adventurers. Like, I'll come over and talk to you guys in a minute. You know, take a seat. But yeah, so he's clearly helping the locals first before he comes and helps you guys.
can be. Do you guys think they sell hats here?
They probably do.
Why do you want a hat?
She wants to be a
Well,
cowboy.
Oh,
First,
cowboy.
because-
Okay.
Yes,
Because of the aesthetic.
The aesthetic, and
Aesthetic.
also because there is a lot of sun, but mostly because of the aesthetic.
Yeah, you could probably find someone who makes hats. Okay, so once he's done talking to the hunters and they finish up their conversation, this very stout halfling sort of approaches you guys. It's good to see new faces here. What are you all just traveling through? Or are you with one of the caravans? Or I didn't think anybody new stopped in during the night, but it's nice to see new faces. I'm Bolo. I run this establishment, and if you guys need well credits, just let me know and I'll get you some.
Who's going to talk?
Everyone's staring silently. I'm kidding.
Everybody
No, no.
looking at each other.
Because I mean, I could, but Vera isn't the one who usually responds. You know.
You know what happens when Sarabi talks. Don't make her talk.
No, it's fine. If Arianti and Callie don't talk, Vera will.
Well, I was going to. I was just distracted at the moment.
Sarabi covers field mouth, just in case.
Oh, come on!
She thanks him for the. Oh yeah, she thanks him and just says, "Oh, we're just adventuring through and saw the campsite on the way here. Decided might as well rest for a little bit."
Yep, most folks do, just sort of hang out in this little part. Since we've got a spring here, it's sort of a nice place to stop. We get lots of folks coming up through here. Everyone's heading up into Serpent Hills for this, that, or heading down, depending on what they're selling. So we're glad to have your business. So what can I get for you?
And then we can everyone order what the hell they want to order.
Yeah, breakfast food is essentially
Okay.
what we get. So like eggs and bacon and whatever.
They don't have much in the way of like eggs. You haven't seen very many chickens, but this guy does own goats, so you guys end up with goat ham in the sense. They're like thinly sliced pieces of goat with some kind of oatmeal gruel that's made with goat's milk.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what sort of seems to be the breakfast for the day. Do you folks want anything to drink? We've got some mighty fine ale. Our spring water, of course, is quite good. And he seems very proud of that fact. Like, we've got the spring water. Haha.
We got the shit. Haha.
Water would be great, thank you.
Nobody tell him we can make water.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, so water and ale for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Your total probably comes out to being like.
Wait, I want to go to.
Yeah. For the meal and the drinks.
Oh, okay.
The people who order water, it's a gold piece per cup. So whoever was getting water, it's a gold. For people who are ordering ale,
I think that as soon as Rose realizes that it costs a gold piece per water, she's like, okay, I'll deal with ale.
Yeah, the ale is a silver piece.
Yeah.
Or no, it's half a gold, so it's 5 silver.
Mhm.
And then your guys' meal is like 7 silver.
I can't drink
So
ale.
so he's clearly
Yes,
charging you a little bit, but of course he's the only business in town.
You
So
could also ask
um,
Arianti for milk too. I mean, it's goat's milk, but it's milk.
yep.
Maybe we can buy the milk and
Because
then make the
Arianti
ice
can't-
cream.
Because
Yes.
Arianti can't have ale.
Yeah, you could order milk. He does not seem to care that Arianti is serving her alcohol. He was just gonna give it to her.
Like, no. No alcohol
Well,
there.
she would take it.
And it would be immediately
Everyone
pulled
would
out of
stop
her
her
hand.
though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get milk. It would probably be like a couple of silver pieces. It wouldn't be very much. Because he owns goats. So providing you guys with goat's milk is not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So I think in
Otherwise-
total, your guys' meal would come to, what is it, 7 times 7, or 7 times 6, is a number that I don't want to calculate. Hold on.
What is math?
What is math?
42.
What is math?
It's 42. So it'd be 40. So it'd be like 4 gold and 2 silver for your guys' meals. And then if everybody's getting ale, it would end up being and like an additional 3 gold.
I think I'm gonna get milk
I'll just
and then a
subtract it
sphere
from
of the
our-
freezing.
I'll just subtract it from our bank
Yeah, I think I wants to get milk too because he isn't agitated enough to get alcohol.
Okay, so if it's just the if you guys are just getting milk, it's only like 2 silver pieces. So for the 3 people who are getting it would just be it wouldn't even be a whole gold essentially. So it'd be like you guys would end up paying like 6.8 gold pieces in total.
Okay,
Okay, sure.
Okay.
are we taking it from the group money or
I already did.
splitting?
I'll take it from the group
Okay.
money. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
or
Perfect.
bad math.
So yeah, so he brings you guys out your food. Anything else I can help you folks with? I have to remember what voice I was doing.
I love the voice. It's like he never go to sleep or never woke up after going to sleep.
I mean, we did see the light on at like 3 in the morning.
I guess. Yeah. I guess kind of ask him if he knows, since he's local, if he knows anything about any of the tombs that are hidden throughout the Serpent Hills.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds. I mean, there's there's the 6 thingy that's up there, and then there's the Thunder Desk one, and then there's tons up in the.
Are there any places we could get perhaps detailed information on, or say dangers that would have become a problem to adventurers like us?
Or more precise directions to some of them.
Well, I mean, dangers wise, don't you guys forget that there's the big guys. There's them big guys live up in the hills. They're they eat people and stuff. So just watch out for them. There's a couple camps of them up in the hills.
Yeah.
What are they called? What are they called?
Giant
One of the other
trolls?
people who yeah, one of the other here's your listing names.
Yeah.
Giants. Yeah, they're some of them hill giants live up there. There's a couple camps of them. Watch out. Try not to climb up in the hills. Just well, I mean, if you're heading for one of the crypts, I guess you are heading up in the hills. Just keep an eye out.
Thanks for the warning.
Is there like a particular? I mean, I know that the different kinds of crypts, at least some of them that are up here, but a couple of the hunters, and he points over to his the other table where they're eating. These guys know the land a little bit better, be able to give you more direct directions to one of these locations. So if you're looking for something,
All right. Thank you. That's
Thank
very
you.
helpful.
Yep, you folks stay. Just keep an eye out for spies.
Of course.
Wait,
And he walks
what?
off.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gonna question him on that one?
Nope.
Anybody want to roll inside?
Rose, it takes her a minute to be
I
like,
want
yeah,
to roll
okay.
inside.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So
and
do I.
then she does a double take, like, wait, what?
I say, why not? Why not? I guess.
I want to roll insight too.
The whole party's gonna roll
25.
insight. Apparently.
Sure,
Yes,
I'll
you
roll
know-
insight. Why the hell not?
I want to do it because I want to.
Oh god.
Everyone is.
Hell
Everyone.
yeah.
25,
Everyone
not
makes
5.
Some party
Holy shit.
effort.
Okay, I don't think anyone else
Okay.
has to roll now.
Shit, guys, we
alright.
totally should have used the breastplate that makes the fishes.
The red herring. I mean, he doesn't appear to be lying about what he said. He seems to be very honest about saying, "Watch out for spies."
Is there more than he lets on? I want to know.
I just wanted to know if he was being cute. Like,
No, he was being serious. He meant, "Watch out for."
Mhm.
You guys to get any more information about what these spies he's talking about, you're going to have to ask him more questions about it. But he was dead serious when he said, "But watch out for spies."
something tell me we are being watched.
Yeah.
Nah, we're fine.
I just say maybe we should get the fuck out of this place and run really fast.
Nah, we're fine.
Famous last words.
What are you gonna do? Stab me? Last words of a guy who stabbed.
I don't think we need to dwell anyway, so maybe ask the hunters if they know anything else about potential routes, and then we should go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you guys are curious,
so you guys
don't want to pry and ask if they have a problem with spies.
Yeah, feel free to ask about that, because I can't give you guys any more information.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was being 100% serious. You will have to ask more to figure out what he's talking about. Yeah.
Let's just float it. Let's just run. If we start asking questions, we are going to attract even more attention to ourselves.
If we just ask a couple of questions about where the tombs are, we won't seem suspicious. It's still a little bit unnerving, just a little, that he mentioned spies so casually, but like still.
Well,
they're
if
here on a
he
mission.
asks,
Oh,
then he'll be like just a kid asking stupid questions.
Also,
Look, guys, do
Also-
whatever you want, but remember what happened the last time I told you guys to run and you didn't.
what was it? What was the other thing? Oh, so with your nat, because you did get a nat 20, it does occur to you the man's not very good with remembering the names, because he forgot what giants were. So him using spies casually, you're not. It's just weird. Yeah, just because the dude did not remember what the hell giants were called. So just keep that in mind. That his names for things might be weird. Yep.
Plot twist. They are not. They were not only spies, but spider spies.
Can I
Yeah.
Can I sweep the room for Can I sweep the room for people that look at us suspiciously, or?
Sure. You don't even have to make a roll. It's you guys and the 3 hunters who are not paying you any mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else in the inn. It's dawn. It's
Okay.
like gray. It's like just before dawn. It's that gray light area. So you guys are up really early. In your case, this would be close to when you guys would need to start resting. So you guys have been up for a while now.
Just imagine like the Kronk playing the spy music. There's like everyone in the group right now. Dun-dun-dun.
Yep, there's nothing happening. There's no one around.
Nothing, yeah.
Okay,
That's at least like the sound Phil's making while he's pretending to act suspicious. Dun-dun-dun.
Could have been the case. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Everyone's a little paranoid. Calm down.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm just remembering him standing there while the 2 people
Yeah.
walk by and he's like holding still, pretending to be the statue going burn. Yeah.
This is great.
Okay, so do you guys want to go talk to the hunters? You guys just gonna finish your meal and leave? Like, what's up?
I didn't pay for this for not to know it. Eat it.
Well, we know you're
Okay.
gonna finish your meal. I mean, that was never in question. The question is, do you finish your meal and leave, or do you finish your meal and we go talk to the hunters? I'll go talk to the hunters since no one has an opinion. I'll go do it.
So
Fair
you
enough.
push up, you push up from your table and you head over to the hunter's table. They clearly are friends, but they all seem like they don't have a lot to talk about right now, so they're just kind of just eating.
Yeah.
But when you approach, they all kind of look over at you, and a majority, 2 of them are human, and then the third one is probably half elf. All 3 of them have fairly darker skin tones. You can clearly tell that they they live in the have lived in the Serpent Hills for a while, and they have that sun-weathered skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're just they don't say anything when you approach. They're just kind of like, "What?"
Yeah. She'd be like, "Hey, I'm sorry to bother you guys. You are the local hunters, right?"
Yeah, that's us.
Like a,
Take it you're one of the travelers in the area.
Yep. Me and my group are just passing through. I actually wanted to ask you guys a few questions, since you seem to know the area a little bit. We're looking for a certain tomb. I forgot the name of the tomb of player again.
Diderus? Yeah, it's Diderus, I believe.
Yeah.
It's time to duel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I believe it's...
Listen, we're looking for that tomb. Sorry to bother. Just wanted to know if you guys knew of it or knew of a route towards it.
Oh, yeah, I think, Diderus's tomb, it's about a day's walk from here. It's got like an old rundown campsite, a town thingy that was set up in front of the tomb. It used to be a site of a village. You know, wizard ran the village a long time ago. He died, and the tomb's up there. But yeah, so you just head up the mountain. You'll see like a big a pathway that heads up through the hills. You want to watch out for them giant folks up there, but other than that, not too much is going to try to eat you. You're bigger than most things. Except the scorpions. Scorpions suck. And one of the other, with a couple of the two people he's with, like, here, scorpions suck. And he essentially gives you directions on how to get to the old village, and the tomb is in the cliffside. So that's just how you get in. And he basically gives you directions to the tomb.
Right. And she'll thank him for it. I mean, thank you for your time.
Yeah. Don't know why you want to head up that way. It's pretty run down. I mean, y'all aren't the first group that's head up there recently, but you know, yeah, there's not much up there. Everyone and their cousin's been through that tomb. It's kind of just run down.
Just we have some wanderlust and like checking things out. You know.
All right, well, you folks have fun. Avoid the hill giants. Hope to see y'all again when you come back down. Have fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And she'll head back to the group.
Yep. Yeah, but he basically gave you the pretty accurate instructions. A lot of it is when you see like the cactus patch, take a right. When you head into the canyon, it's called Dragon Canyon, because there's fossilized dragon skeleton in there, which is what he's talking about. So you head into Dragon Canyon, and you'll be most of the way there by then. So he gives you road map, basically instructions on how to get there. So you may want to just in your brain jot them down. I'm not giving real instructions, but yeah.
She'll probably pull out her journal and write it down on the way back to the group.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys now have navigating instructions. It'll be about a day's walk to get up there.
She's like, okay, I got the information to get to the tomb. It was so difficult. She does sarcastically as she sits down on the chair. Yeah.
Yeah, we are very
I
grateful to
excuse
you.
you because you don't have social anxiety. So shut the fuck up.
Just pat Sarabi's
Listen,
head.
Sarabi and I have big plans, alright? Ice
Yeah,
cream.
your ice cream communism. Yeah, finish your food so we can leave.
I'm just saying, we should probably take a couple of gallons of that goat milk for so
and
we
how
can
are
make
you going to store it so it doesn't curdle?
We have Vero!
Bag of holding.
So Vero's
I
just going to hold
don't-
it the whole time?
Bag of holding. There's a vacuum in there.
I'm not your
But
personal fridge.
But
Things
things will still rot
do
and
decay
curdle
in the bag
it.
of-
Yeah.
Damn it.
You need a
Yeah.
bag of holding for that.
Unless
Oh, yes.
you really expect Vero to hold the milk the whole time and use Ray of
Over and over again. We're gonna be in the middle of combat and Vero's over there just holding milk. We're gonna get eaten. We're gonna get attacked by the hill giants and he's just gonna be in the corner.
Vero, I will do it for you.
How about we finish this, we go back to town, and we see if we have enough money for a bag of holding for your stupid idea. No, your wonderful idea. Sorry, I shouldn't have called it stupid. Your wonderful ice cream idea.
And besides, in a level, you can be your very own.
Entrepreneur.
I don't want to finish that sentence. Let's go.
Just imagine, in the future, the Risen are going to be a guild and a brand
An
of ice
cream shop, apparently.
It's what is it? The Risen Stone Brewery.
We'll each have our own individual flavors. Oh god, I'm
Yep.
not talking about this.
Yes!
I was saying the way you said that, though.
Oh,
Let's go.
Callie would be chocolate hunk. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It just popped into my brain.
that's a good one.
Good one.
Callie, the chocolate hunk. I just.
This is canon now. I'm sorry. I'm just
Oh,
opening
no.
an open. I'm going to all that. Recent ice.
If it'll make you happy, I'll put it in our campaign. When you guys make it to the Riven's town, you can find the Risen ice cream shop.
Make sure that Faye always sounds a little exasperated when it comes up, please.
Yep, that's how they all get filthy, stinking rich again.
Yeah, that's where all the money really comes from.
Okay, who is going to be the lemon sword?
Okay, we'll talk about this later. Let's get back to this first.
We're already traveling, walking around the desert by ourselves. We have all the time in the world to talk about this.
I mean, as a player, let's get back to the game and get to where we're supposed to be going.
Please.
Are you breaking the fourth wall?
Yes,
I
am.
can't believe it.
How dare you?
I'm taking a page out of your book.
Oh, look! I just opened my notebook of ideas. I still have the blazing trail, a train that runs through the plane of fire.
Can we have traveled, by the way? We didn't stand around to talk about ice cream, right?
No. I'm assuming you guys have finished eating breakfast while you've continued this ice cream discussion. And then, you guys. You guys head back to where your tent was set up, and essentially, either you guys can stay here through the day and sleep, or you guys can try heading up into the hills, or whatever you want to do. Like,
How close are we to needing rest again?
you guys are coming up on needing rest. You guys, I mean, if you guys could push it to the hill, probably, but you would be exhausted by the time you get there.
Okay,
You had no idea the
rest it
session was going to turn out like this, did you?
I was not expecting the ice cream shop. I should have, but I wasn't. I am now, for the record, just coming up with ice cream flavors. I hope you all are happy. Like, because Sarabi would be cookies and cream.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Please
Okay.
put it down in written form. I need to document this.
Yes.
And in my head, Ariantes' birthday cake.
Yes!
Yes.
Because it's full of sprinkles.
Yeah.
What's
It's
Vera?
just called prestidigitation.
And that's what her ice cream is called. Just prestidigitation. That's the name of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And whatever pills is, it's like twice churned, super smooth bullshit. Like, it's like
Yeah.
super good ice cream.
Red velvet.
Like
Right,
the,
Velvet, you're right!
oh gosh, yes.
We have to stop. Okay, listen, we really do have to stop. I'm sorry I brought it up again.
I'm sorry, I just
Yeah,
had
we
the
do
thought.
really need to get back to the. I agree with Soul. You
And
should
I'm
rest.
about to bring us back off topic just for 1 second. Vero's ice cream has to be extra cold, so why not mint? Because mint's cold on its own.
I think if yours ice cream is something like Dippin' Dots, like you need liquid nitrogen to make it.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, yes, we should rest here where it's safe, and then when we're done,
It's
we'll
called
go out.
Winter's Fresh. Okay, go ahead.
We'll rest here, and then we'll go.
Okay, so you guys head back to your camp and sort of rest there for the next 8 hours. You guys can keep watch if you want to. That's totally up to you. You guys are in a quote unquote protected location, so.
Who wants to watch for spies? I'm kidding. Anyway.
I mean, Vero only has to sleep 4 hours, so he can watch
Oh,
the rest 4 hours or something. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll because there's not a whole unless you're looking for something. Like if you were trying to look for something, like you're looking out for something to happen, I won't make you roll. I'm just assuming your passives.
just keeping his eye out for spies, but nothing
Spies,
else.
You guys still don't know exactly what he meant by spies, so you're like looking out for anybody who's giving you guys like the evil eye. You don't see anybody doing that for the most part. Several the you guys sleep through most of the heat of and seemingly most of the caravans do as well, so that they're staying here for a little while longer before they continue their journey. But yeah, so the morning passes in through the afternoon, and then you guys are like mid to late afternoon by the time you guys have gotten your full sleep. And you guys are waking up, and the caravans are still here. They haven't left yet. But one of them is packing up, like they're about to leave too. Not much has happened. I mean, the hunters came back a couple hours into your guys' rest. They had food. They said they sold some of it to the innkeeper. They sold some of it to the caravans. They seem to have made a pretty good profit. You do see, Vero, somebody who is weaving straw hats together, and they appear to be trying to sell them to some of the caravan individuals just because they're traveling through the desert heat. But you do not see anybody making cowboy Stetsons. Yeah, so no cowboy hats right now. But yeah.
Gun-related information to Robbie. I know those aren't cowboy hats, but if you're interested,
They're
Yeah.
wide
Cowboy
brim, like
ears as
straw
well.
hats. Yeah.
You know, technically, I think Sarabi can make cowboy hats if we manage to catch something that has leather.
Yeah, because he knows
Yes.
leather works.
If you bought leather, you could probably. Okay, cowboy hats are difficult to make, but yes, I'd say you could figure out the process eventually.
But I have the leather working here.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay. All right. No, you could probably make a cowboy hat if you could get leather. I'll give you that. You would need a place to work, so like you would need like somewhere to borrow some of the bigger tools, but you would be able to do it for sure. But yeah, if you head back into Baldur's Gate, you could easily find somewhere where you could borrow some of their tools for a hot second and make a hat. You could do it in less than a day.
Okay, let's save that for later then.
Okay.
Just so we waste.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to do before you head up into the hills?
No, I think
Yes. Not
Okay.
here.
Not here. Okay. So then with Kali's instructions, you guys follow along the hill. So you guys are staying basically right now this area that you're in is sort of like a sheer cliffside. And as you guys follow this cliffside, it begins to slope inward, and you guys have now a place to progress up the hill, and there's clearly a very well trodden path up this hillside, up on top of the cliffs. And just like your instructions said, you find the first fork in this very well trodden path that leads to your guys' left, and you can see it's got this nice big pillar of stone that clearly is several stacked stones on top of each other. It's this real big tall pillar, exactly like the hunter described. You guys head left and continue up the mountainside. I need you guys to tell me what sort of your marching order is for this.
Yeah,
In
no
fact,
can
hold
we
on,
send.
think
behind Kali, I think, again.
You think
Yeah.
Girl
Rose
is
would be like,
rotating around Callie.
and-
You're saying this already.
Shush. He does, but shush.
What direction is the sun so we know exactly where Vero is?
Okay, let me go ahead and I'm doing a thing really quick. just so you guys can actually put down what your marching order is. Okay. You guys are traveling through late afternoon. It takes you guys a bit of a while to sort of more towards where you're heading. It is clearly... It starts to head into dusk before you guys reach the Dragon Canyon. But when you do get there, it's very interesting because portions of the Dragon Canyon are actually illuminated. Where it looks like the old fossilized skeleton has some kind of magic still in it that allows the skeleton to produce sort of a gentle glow. But while you are traveling, it is still daytime, so I'm trying to... Hold on. I need to change the map. Okay. Go ahead and show me, guys. Show me what your guys' marching order is. You guys are in the top corner of the map. So go ahead and arrange what your marching order is in that little windy area.
I know.
Are we going left?
Yeah, you're heading down. So Pietro is technically in the front. Yeah.
So let me get the ranger and the dog in the front. Because ranger, even if I roll like shit.
Yeah, Rose is towards the middle, like usual.
Here, you guys can
has
also
the
technically...
directions. Shouldn't she be near the front too?
There.
Or she could have given it to Shirabi, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be right here, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So this is your marching order. I need then Sarabi, PH, Rose, and Arianti. I need the front four of you guys to make me investigation checks while you're walking.
Oh shit! No!
Okay.
Oh no!
11.
That's 16.
Oh no!
Technically,
no.
Pietro gets to make one as well.
He's not very
5.
smart.
All right. What did Oh, Arianti got a 16. Okay. So Arianti was the person who noticed this. While you guys are walking, Arianti, you realize that the path you're traveling on looks like there's like a lot of footprints. Like the desert, the sand seems to be holding the footprints really well, but like a lot of people went this way. You're clearly seeing like it's recently people have traveled this road, as in like in the last week or so. You are clearly seeing footprints in the sand. To be able to determine how many are there, you would need to make a survival check, but you see there's like, holy shit, a lot of people's been through here recently.
Oh, I want to do a survival check.
If she points the drugs to us.
Yeah, you can point them out to people, like you just noticed, but you can do a survival check yourself if you'd like.
I have not one. I don't know.
You don't know. You have no idea how many people there are. You don't know exactly how this is. Their footprints. They could be from horses. They could be people. It could be like a wild herd of buffalo came through here. You have no idea.
So I just point out, hey guys, there's some tracks on the ground.
Now I can do something. Don't pay
Yes,
me.
now that you've pointed out the tracks, you can make a survival check.
There you go.
Nice. That's a good. Okay. It's clearly a group of maybe 15 people. You want to say? Clearly walked this path within the last week, or so. There's clearly some large group of individuals went this way, and every time you get to a checkpoint, like where you're supposed to go and where you're supposed to turn, you are heading in the same direction as this large group of people.
That's a lot of people for a single group. So all the people, there are no marker of any carriage or the horse or anything. Just
Nope. Just a group of people walking along. It is clearly a large group band of people who are traveling this direction. And all of the footprints are about from the same time. So this is not like individuals, like maybe 2 this day and 3 the next day. These are clearly all left here from the same time.
Okay, Here it's obvious that insert here all the information the DM gave us. Copy them here. Copy paste.
Copy paste DM info. Yeah. So that's basically what you guys see. I'm going to need to pause for like a second, or basically I'm just going to leave for a second. I have to run to the bathroom, but you guys can go ahead and discuss what you're going to do with this information. It's about dusk right about now when you guys really determine that you guys are in fact heading in the same direction as these tracks. Yeah, I will be back in a moment.
15 people is a lot of people to be only walking.
It could very well be the wizard that we're looking for.
With 15,
But with
14 other people. With 14 other people.
That's a good point.
Can he dominate so many at the same time?
Well, I don't think
We
he's
don't know
having to
what
dominate any of them. Kyleton said he thinks that a guild, like the bad, whatever the guild is, that's kind of almost like a assassins or thieves or whatever, are helping him. So they don't have to be dominated. They could be willingly helping him with whatever he's doing.
For
Yeah,
money.
Also, if they were an assassin or thieves, will they leave tracks so obviously?
Not necessarily. They probably didn't know that we were following them.
Yeah, that's a good point, but I still... that's a lot of people.
It is a lot of
It is
people
a
for
lot.
going into a tomb. I mean, even our adventuring group is large for adventuring.
True, but I mean, for all we know,
15
it's
per
something.
month.
For all we know, it's something like he wants people guarding the entrance while he does whatever it is he wants to do in the tomb.
This could be very valid. I don't think anyone outside of
going
the
to have
whole
to-
ordeal would deign to go towards the tomb. The hunters have said something along those lines that
A lot of people
There's
don't go
not
enough through
really-
there, so maybe it's multiple different smaller groups. At the same time, though,
Ye-
I guess I'll have to ask Beth when she gets back. Do the tracks all look like they're the same age? Like, yeah, it's been in the past week, she said, but like, do
You think we
tracks look
could
like
bribe
they
the
were all made at the
hunters
same time?
to turn them in?
Just saying that.
It's a possibility, but we run into the problem of we don't know how much he offered them in the first place, and there's no way we could guarantee that we could pay them more than what he's paying them.
Well-
besides, I think as a guild they have a reputation. I don't think they would so easily.
Well, this is the Guild of Outlaws, right?
Basically.
So
Yes.
it's not like they have much of a reputation to uphold in the first place.
Do you really think so? I think they are a reputation to uphold even in the seedier part of.
I mean, they would have a reputation of hold with each other. And
Indeed.
with other criminals.
Honor
don't-
amongst thieves and all that.
I don't think we should.
I sincerely doubt they're going to risk their lives just for one guy they probably hardly know.
The other
I-
thing is, they will probably feel very powerful because there's so many of them. But
Regardless, we have to go find this dude anyway, so
Yeah.
we just need to be cautious and actually see if that many people are at this tomb or not.
What they worry about is that with that many people guarding him and being on the lookout, we won't really get a drop on our end.
Who's to say they aren't already watching us?
This is
Guess we'll find out.
Okay. How are you guys going to proceed now that you have this information? Are you changing how you guys are heading towards the tomb, or what? Or are you guys just gonna be just gonna continue on as you are?
I think I have. Do I use spell for that? Because pass without a trace would. I don't. It would help with stealthing.
It would for about an hour.
Oh, it's not very long.
And you guys are still probably about half a day, half a day's walk still before you're going to get there.
Shit, I don't know.
We should probably take a different path.
But what if we
But
lose?
we don't
way?
even know a different path. That's the problem.
We could actually try to follow this trail. Now that we have it. So that way, when instead of trying to roll investigation again and again, we can just try to follow survival. Track. I don't know.
It's no
And
guarantee
everyone-
that they're going the same way we are, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even know if this is the people we're looking for, but okay.
We don't even
Yeah,
know
we
if they
don't.
already know we're here.
We should be all on the lookout the
Just
entire
listen.
time.
Let's advance carefully. Mostly because I'm pretty sure there
Well,
are giant scorpions
Can
somewhere
I
near.
just have Princess fly up and scope the place out?
Not an
ahead of us?
idea.
What?
Fly ahead of us.
Yeah, why not? Just fly above us and scope the place out.
I also have a rock bird.
What we could
Yes,
do
you
is
do.
we could keep going down the path, but have Princess far ahead, and I know that
Yeah.
Pill's looking through her eyes, so someone can just guide him while he
Yeah.
watches through her, and she can look out way
And-
ahead of us to see if.
And if there's someone, yeah, and if there's someone watching us, I'll have her inflict wounds on them.
But she'd make it to the tomb before we would, and be able to tell us what she sees.
Yeah,
And we could either divert our path if there's too many people, or we could figure out what we're gonna do. Once we gain that information.
yeah. So Pill sends Princess off.
Okay. So how far ahead is Princess flying ahead of you guys?
What do you guys think?
I guess as far as you can
Just-
have her go while still being in communication with her.
Yeah, about
Okay.
that far.
It's like 600 feet or something, I think.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big distance. It is
Yeah,
it is
more
bigger than
enough
the
for
map.
this. Yeah, more
Yeah.
than enough for this whole thing.
So you will be able to see everything.
Yeah,
Yes. So you keep Princess pretty far ahead of you guys. Technically, you guys are not quite in this map yet. It's a good location for you guys to have aligned yourselves to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
But so you guys continue on, and again, as you guys are traveling, you guys do you start to head back down into like a valley between some of these mountains. It's very much a combination of hills and cliffs and things like that make up the Serpent hills. There's lots of sand dunes and things like that you guys are sort of like having to try to trudge up. It's a little difficult because some of these climbs are at a very steep slope, and so you guys are like having to like slide back down as you try to like scramble your way up some of these climbs. But as the sun has set before you guys arrive in the canyon, but Princess does see the canyon before all of you guys do. So what I'm going to do is I need to change this map really. Map and background. Nope, that's
Oh,
not the
Chloe
thing.
wanted to ask Beth something
Did I?
What's
about the time difference between that one
the
week.
footprints. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all seem. I don't know if Shelby would have been able to tell this or not, but if all the footprints look like they were made at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah, this is clearly a large group that went up together. This is not like individuals.
Okay.
But it is nighttime when you guys are in the hills. But since you have Princess flying ahead, I'm going to go ahead and remove the fog really quick. Okay. The fog should be gone now, so Princess can actually see this entire map. You guys are slowly sort of heading into the caravan. It's actually well lit. This whole area is well lit. And Princess gets to about here when she first... I'm moving her really quick. So she gets to about here when she sees that there is a pack of dead animals here. When she flies down a little bit to look at them, they're like billy goats. They're clearly like a domestic herd, or not a domestic, but they're a wild herd of goats that were living here, and they had been just torn apart. Like, it's just gore all over the place. These things were clearly ripped asunder. You can now have her move about, but that's kind of what she shows you. There's very little meat left on these. They're just kind of like carcasses. Like people, like, or something ripped them apart, ate them, and then just left the bones. I did not have skeletons of goats, so I just...
Let's say, any organs or parts that Pill can use for spell components?
Priorities.
Maybe. But I mean, the bones you could absolutely use for spell components. Some of the guts, there might be salvageable pieces here, but none of these goats had like magical qualities to them, so they don't have like magical guts. But yeah, sure. I mean, there might be like an eyeball you can fish out of a skull or something, or a brain you can use.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, when we get there, Pill's gonna do that.
Okay. And of course, this area. So you do have the moon that is kind of helping keep the shadows at bay a little bit, but the fossilized skeleton is glowing. So it is, in fact, it's very dimly illuminated. Just keep it in mind for those of you who do not have night vision.
Put on my night vision goggles.
They have night vision
I
goggles,
have my
yeah.
night vision goggles too.
Yeah, I think all of us that don't have night vision have the goggles, so...
Okay.
Time to do everything. Yep.
Well, yeah. So this has you guys heading. So go ahead and move Princess where you want to move her, and I'll tell you what.
I'm just like having her circle around
Okay.
here, I guess.
You get about there when Princess realizes this area here has two large forms sort of snoring. They're just these big creatures that are kind of laying down on their sides, and they're just snoring.
Can she get a closer look?
Yeah, she can go ahead and fly down.
Yeah.
Are you being sneaky?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for.
All right. Does she have any stealth bonuses? I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I don't know what. Dex
She
bonuses.
has +2 on Dex.
Okay, so she gets +2 to this roll.
All right. I got a 15 +2.
Okay. 15 to 17.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I need to pull up my thingy really quick. Yeah, no, they do not wake up.
Nice.
You get closer, they're hill giants.
All right.
There's
Pill,
two of them that are
Pill.
snoring in this, like, making.
Pill tells the group.
Yeah, it's like a makeshift camp.
Okay.
And she flies up and tries to look for more hill giants around here.
Okay, show me where she's moving.
Right around here.
You find another one. Go ahead and make. Actually, no, you don't need to make another stealth check, but I do need to make.
Make a what?
I need to make a roll really quick.
Oh, okay.
At
So
least
Nope. There is a hill giant that is awake, but it does not see you. It's sitting there and seems to be on watch. And it is sitting in this little alcove here. Let me go ahead and reveal that this big guy here. Not the thing I wanted. This needs to
So
go.
there's two here and
Yeah.
one here, right?
There's one awake there. It's just sitting down and it's like whittling something. At least you think it's whittling. You're not entirely sure what it's doing with the hunk of wood it has. Whether it's just like ripping bark off of it because it's bored or what. But it has some kind of like half a dead tree that it's like pulling apart because it's bored
Okay.
and on watch.
She flies here.
Mhm.
So
Nope.
two here, two here.
Yeah, there's just one here. There's one here, and there's two up here.
Yep. Oh, just one here.
Yeah, just the one. He's on watch. Here, I can in
what-
fact I can reveal these other two guys really quick.
Okay, thanks. Alright, and are there any here?
Nope.
She flies here then.
Nope, you don't see any more. It seems to be that there were only a couple there. So this guy's
What about what about here?
Nope, not that you can tell.
Here?
Nope.
Just check all the area.
And here?
Yeah,
I was
you don't
saying,
see any. You, Kali, however, were... Yep, none there. You, Kali, however, were informed you needed to head all the way through the canyon, so you know you're trying to get down this way.
Yeah,
So
Pill
they-
tells that group there are at least 3 hill giants.
There's no way evading these guys.
Well,
Magic.
I
Well,
don't-
you
magic
dead now, I'm
hands
kidding.
have the
well,
solution.
how high up is it to get up to the higher part of the canyon?
To climb to scale the walls, it's
Yeah.
like 100 feet. Like it's
Okay.
tall. Like you guys are clearly in a canyon here.
Mm.
I mean, it's not impossible. You guys could try to do it if you wanted to, but yeah.
Do you know how much is the fall damage? I think I'll risk it with the giants.
You don't. Are you? Is giants one of your chosen enemies?
We did have
no.
hill giants in the Snake Woods when we grew up, though.
Yeah, but my
But they're not
favorite.
exactly the same. But they're our favorite. Favorite are beasts, right?
No, the favorite is yes, beasts.
Yeah. Then at this time, no, you don't remember exactly how much damage a hill giant can do. You remember distinctly your whole family telling you stay the fuck away from them.
And I think in one of our stories too, she almost got eaten by one.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
guys are they are serious business. They are it took probably at that time probably took your whole party to take apart one of these hill giants. Like if you guys had gotten trapped out there and one of them was trying to eat you, you would have had to have your whole sort of party show up to kill one of these things to prevent you from being woofed. These
So-
guys are rough.
How high can you levitate something, wizard?
20 feet. That's why I asked how high it was.
Yeah,
Maybe we. Everybody in the shoulder of the other person and they get the wizard at the top.
Well, Oriente knows fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And levitate.
And dimension door.
Hmm.
So, how many times can you cast fly on another person?
Once, because it's my Bokuken Bendor spell.
And how long does it? And how many spell slots for that do you have?
It's my Bokuken Bendor spell. I do it once. It doesn't
You
take
can only do it once a day.
once
Yeah.
a day.
We also don't have invisibility. Maybe we can
Okay.
create a distraction.
Arianti can dimension door to get to the top of the thing. Vero can turn.
Yeah, and she
Vero
can
doesn't
take
have
at
a-
least
can't fly, though, that's right.
I have
I can only
I have-
take.
I can't fly yet, but I
Yeah.
can turn into a spider with climbing speed, so I
Yeah.
think I would be able
You
to
can
scale
fly.
those walls.
So, and Oriente can grab one person with her to dimension
Rose.
door and can
Just
fly
like
somewhere.
Rose.
Just Rose, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
I can
Sarabi
levitate
can-
someone.
I have Pass Without a Trace as a domain spell, so if anybody needs to sneak, I could probably cast that real quick.
I don't think we can sneak past that thing. It's covering the whole entrance of the place.
I was gonna say that just leaves me and Kali then.
I can cast fly on someone.
Mhm.
Dimension door myself and Rose.
Yeah,
So I can get three
Yeah,
of
but
us
we-
there.
and Vero can transform, but that leaves me and Kali.
And Petro.
Well, I'm assuming Sarabi can grab Pietro and carry him.
While
Like-
flying.
Climbing?
No, flying.
How long does fly last again?
I think an hour
Yeah.
No,
No,
Really?
I think it's shorter than that.
yeah,
or
I
10
think
minutes, something like that.
10 minutes.
10 minutes is enough to get to the top.
Yeah. And you can carry Pietro with you, right?
Yeah, but how will we get back down?
Doesn't someone have Featherfall and like stored in something?
Yeah, but Featherfall only carry you and 5 other people. We are still.
You're
I have
actually 7
Featherfall
if you
still.
include Pietro.
I used to have Featherfall.
Yeah.
I still do.
Yeah, so that leaves me and Kali down here then. So if one of you
I-
did have Featherfall, you'd have enough for.
I
come back
really
down.
don't want to fight these guys. We're
I don't
going
have
to
Featherfall
suffer.
anymore.
We gotta fight 3 of them if we want to do that.
Or try to sneak
Yeah.
through and hopefully no one rolls a 1.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, huh?
I have
Maybe we
Pass
could-
Without a Trace.
But one of
Again,
them
I
is
could-
one of them is on lookout and is looking directly where we would be approaching them. So
That's
good luck
why
with
I
that.
think ideally we would somehow manage to either distract him or cast silence on him.
We could have Orienti summon animals and lead the giants away.
Yeah.
We'll have which direction though? Because we have to go either it's going
Well,
towards us or where we need to be going.
Well, we just away
This
from us,
direction.
like maybe
Here.
down here. Or do we have to go there?
You guys will have to pass by that area, but you won't have to. That's not the direction you're heading. You guys are continuing south.
Yeah, so we have Orienti summon animals and lead them down this way. Why not? Just have the animals come in, make a bunch of noise, wake them, piss off the giants, and lead the giants down where we're not going.
I mean, we don't need to wake up those giants. We only need to distract the one that is awake, or make him asleep. But I don't think any sleep spell is going to beat his.
Yeah, we don't have any spells as far as I know.
Oh, I have sleep.
But
Yeah,
the
but you
problem
need
with
to
sleep
be
is
the-
you have to roll enough dice to match his hit points, or it doesn't take.
What? I'll say, what kind of saving throw does someone have to make?
It's not a saving throw.
It's not a
It's
saving throw.
she literally rolls a bunch of dice, and if it's above the HP of the thing that she's trying to put to sleep, then it falls asleep.
Yeah, okay, then that's not gonna work. How about, like, giants have a shit ton of HP?
Potentially, yes.
I
But yeah,
have.
I mean, I believe sleep works where it's not its like max HP, it's whatever its current HP is. So if you like beat on it a while, then you could cast sleep on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but that,
have
like,
also
if we,
an earthly chorus that can make them friendly.
yeah, but if we start fighting it, it's gonna wake up the other two, and that's just gonna take away from the whole point of putting it to sleep.
What was it? It's on Unearthly Chorus. Is that the name of that spell?
Yes.
I was reading it.
Earthly chorus. I also have detect
You
thoughts.
beguile one creature you choose within 30 feet of you that can see you and hear the music.
Crown of
You must make a
Madness.
charisma saving throw. If you and your companions are attacking it, the creature automatically succeeds. On a failure, the creature becomes friendly to you for as long as they can hear the music and for 1 hour after.
Yeah, but what would you do with advantage in charisma? What are you trying to do? To convince the giant to let us go? I don't think it has
Yeah,
enough
just to let us
intelligence.
through.
Yeah,
Well,
if
becomes
it's friendly, it'll just let us through and not attack us.
Yeah.
Does he have enough intelligence? I don't know.
I
It's not
think-
like a wild
yeah.
creature.
I think he does.
They do.
We have enough intelligence.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure hill giants are like the dumbest.
I don't know. I'm not convinced with this idea. I'm really not.
Well,
I don't think any solution that tries to deal with an intelligent creature will work here.
It only works on
It only
intelligence.
works on intelligent creatures. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
intelligent is relative. What do you mean by intelligent?
Intelligent enough for the spell to work.
It understands language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's intelligent enough.
Mhm.
It's like
Well-
intelligence score of a certain something. I don't remember.
It's target humanoid, a Crown of Madness. Are those creatures humanoids? I don't think so.
Just in case, can anybody cast silence on the two asleep?
I
Has silence.
I don't have silence memorized. Oh wait, yes, I do actually.
But
Huh.
you should have, because we totally had that as a thing to make sure we had memorized.
Yeah. Yeah, I could if I think it's a. Let me do the information.
It's 20 by 20.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius, 120 feet.
Yeah,
Stop, Valen.
you could easily drop it on both. Because
Okay,
it's 20-foot radius, so it's a 40 diameter.
So
Yeah.
just in case everything goes to shit, at least we will only need to fight one giant instead of 3.
Well, that's assuming that the fighting won't wake up the other two.
That's
Well,
why
you
I'm saying
can't
They
have
won't be able to
silence.
hear it.
Yeah, it lasts for 10 minutes, but it's concentration. So I
Okay.
can't really do. I couldn't do another concentration spell.
Okay. So
I say
can-
we should.
we know the
Basically.
game plan. Orienti tries to charm him. If that doesn't work, then we kill him.
Yeah, but cast silence on those two first.
Yeah.
Because the music would
Wake them up.
be noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Okay. So first thing that Rose does is gets as close as she. Well, I mean the range is 120. It doesn't say anything about. What
I
is
think
it?
you have to see them.
Centered on a point I choose within range.
I think you have to see the point you're choosing within range.
I know. So
Just-
where would I be able to see it? Is the question.
You also
you
can
have-
catch invisibility if you need to be invisible.
From here, you could probably see it, or if you were standing on top of the cliff, you could probably look down in it and see them.
Yeah,
Just
I think
egress
that's what.
her to the top.
Yeah, I think that Rose would get on top of the cliff. Like that's rough terrain, right?
It would be rough terrain. I mean, it's 100 feet up, so you're gonna have to figure out how you're getting up there. But yeah, once you get up there, it's 100 feet up, and so it's 100 feet down on the other side. But you would then have the additional 20 feet to pick where you wanted within range.
Couldn't
Yeah.
you-
So
couldn't
basically,
her and
for-
Oriente
Or
couldn't her
For the
and-
purposes of all of this, Rose and Orienti go up to the top of the cliff, and Rose picks a point within. Basically, what I'm trying to do is have Orienti dimension door us away. Although,
I don't want to waste
Why
my
can't
dimension
you
door if we
use-
don't need.
Why
can
can't you
use-
just fly in 10 minutes? Go up, go down, and I don't think it takes 10 minutes.
No,
Yeah.
no, you would easily be able to get up and down within 10 minutes.
So just
Yeah.
cast fly.
on Rose.
Yeah.
that could work.
Or I could use also levitate and levitate you up and levitate.
Yeah, but
So
levitate only
goes 20
lifts things
feet, and
up
that's
20
100
feet.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to cast fly on you?
Sure.
Don't do it yet.
Okay.
Let's make sure we have our plan set.
Okay. Let me know when you guys.
Good luck!
Okay, so plan. Rose flies up there, sees where they're sleeping, casts silence, comes back down. Orienti does her little music thing to the giant we see, and we hope he gets charmed. If he doesn't, I guess we need to lure him away from the other giants, just in case, because we don't want anything to accidentally hit the sleeping giants.
Yeah.
So we'll need to lure him into the other areas. Doesn't
Probably where the
giants
dead
throw
animals
rocks?
are.
I think they throw rocks.
They do.
So,
They
yeah.
do rocks.
Get him away from them if we can, if it doesn't work, and try to get rid of him in an area separate from the others.
I know,
And
it's
make
just
sure-
sleeping giants. It's just very funny.
Yeah, and make sure
Don't wake
Rose,
sleeping giants.
make sure Rose does not get hit.
You
So
want
Rose,
to
if
use
anything, if we get in fight, you need to stay in cover, peek out to heal or do whatever, and dip back in again.
I mean, how long does fly last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
If it's 10 minutes, that should be plenty of time for Rose to be able to basically just be a healing fairy
Yeah.
and just fly around
You just
and
need
heal
to-
people as needed.
Just stay out of.
That's
But is fly?
amazing idea.
Fly is not concentration, right, for Orienti?
I think it is concentration, but I don't know if it's so.
It is concentration, even though
Wait,
it is
but-
through the Van door. Yeah.
Okay, so
So
Orienti
Orienti
also
couldn't get
can.
hit, or Orienti couldn't get hit, or Rose will plummet to her death.
Wait,
Wait,
if you
not
do
necessarily
concentration,
Fall damage is
If I
not
cast
something to laugh at.
fly, then I can't cast Unearthly Chorus or the Unearthly
Yes.
Chorus is
So
concentration.
she's gonna have to let go of fly. So you can't stay flying the whole time.
So whatever has to get done, Rose has
Before
to
we
get her
do that, on
silence
every
done first.
chorus, the creature you want to charm needs to see you. I think.
Yeah.
He needs
Question,
to hear.
can
No,
the
he needs to
Rienti-
hear. If the spell specifically says it needs to hear the music.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
needs
to
to
see
hear
the
the
music.
music.
He has to hear
Can't
her.
Rienti play the song from the top with Rose? So they can egress up there, and since both of them are going to be using concentration, they are going to be in the safest place that is up there.
30-foot radius, so not all of them are going to be affected.
Yeah, if she's standing up at the top, it's a 30-foot radius, and so it's 100 feet up. So
It
she would
wouldn't
not be
work.
close enough.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So
For the
best
spell to
bet,
work.
Best bet. Fly cast it on Rose. Rose casts a silence. She comes back down to the ground. Arianti lets go of fly. Lets go of fly. Gets close enough to the other giant so he can hear her music. Doesn't have to see her. And she casts that spell. But Rose, you need to be prepared to duck into cover if it doesn't go correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll need to find a rock or something you can hide behind, and you just do the peek and hide again with your movement. You know, peek for a
Mhm.
spell, hide again. That way it can't target you or hit you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Is invisibility
concentration, yes.
It is?
Mhm.
I was gonna say I can just make myself invisible, go over there, and
Okay.
then
Isn't
cast
there a
Unearthly
corner?
Chorus.
Isn't there a corner you can stand around that he can't see you? That's in within range.
Is there?
Where he can still hear you. I'm in my
yeah, but I
tab, so
think he
can't
has
look.
to see you.
No, it
in the
says he
first
no, it says he has to.
So let's see. So when you guys get to about here, he would be able to see you.
Does it say see you? I thought it said here.
No. It is here only. The spell
Oh, okay.
is verbal, but the giant could start to see you at this point.
Okay, sorry. I didn't. You cut out, that's why I didn't hear you.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It's a no distance
that's
for
a-
the stone to reach.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Ariente will have to be standing
Yeah,
Yes, you
right
have to be
She'd
right
have to
there,
be
because
standing
she
there,
couldn't really
yeah.
hide. Yeah.
she can't hide.
How long does it take? Is it just a round, right? One
Does
action.
anyone else have the spell invisibility they can cast on me? So
No.
I can-
No, we are not magic people! Well, some of us, but
Well,
Let
I
me
do
see.
not.
Or-
I'm sorry.
Well, actually, one of us isn't. Robbie, you have some spells.
Look, how about I'll
But look,
give
if an Earthly Course, it takes an action, so it literally takes 6 seconds to charm him. He will not be able to react in time until after
Yeah, but-
the round's over. If it doesn't work, then he could.
and I'll
yeah,
give
but
you
run the
after
fuck
charming
away.
him, she still has to talk to the giant and
Yeah.
convince him. So while she's playing, he's like,
Yeah, he's friendly towards you, so he will
Yeah.
not consider you an enemy.
He won't attack
"Oh, good,
her.
okay."
Yeah. So if she stands
Yeah.
there, it takes 6 seconds before he can even react. She could potentially have him charmed. If he's charmed, she can just stand there and talk. If he doesn't, she'll know
I run
within
the
that
fuck
6
away.
seconds, and she can run away immediately.
Yeah,
and you
so
know
I'll
what?
just go there,
Yeah.
immediately play the song before he has a chance to react,
Yeah.
and then hope it works.
And how about I give you
Totally.
Princess? That way, like, she can distract him while you run away. That way, there's no chance he'll get a head start on you.
That works too. I also have my Stone Bird.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it can do. What's it
Yeah,
called?
but Princess does damage a lot of
It
times.
essentially turns into princess. Like it's your version of princess. That you get to keep for like, I think it's like a whole day. You can keep it,
Yeah.
but it takes like a week to.
And if the charm
If I
doesn't,
use it, then I can't use it for a week.
Yes.
don't bother with it right now. Save it.
Yeah, let it one in
Plus,
the party.
Princess can use my touch spells, so she'll be able to do
Yeah.
some damage before we have to kill it.
And we just have to hope that if the charm doesn't work, that he doesn't walk over to the other giants and wake them up.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we can't really control. But yeah. Or throw something at them or something.
Oh.
So,
Okay. All right. So the creature has to be within 30 feet of you for the spell to work, but everyone can hear the music for 100 feet away. Just so you guys know, just for the clarification.
Okay.
You have to be within 30 feet for the spell to work. You can be, but anyone can hear the music up to 100 feet away because you're playing loudly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we'd have to use silence.
So that's why silence has to be cast first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just double checking the spell's language.
Yeah.
All right. So we know the plan now.
That
Vibration
is
doesn't wake up the beasts.
I was gonna say, isn't fly also a Folkluken Bandor spell?
Yes.
Wouldn't that also start play? Wouldn't it also be loud?
She has to play the instrument. Yes. So you need to figure out how from you guys are
How far away?
sneakily playing music.
Can't I, like, really quietly play it?
You could potentially. I would probably need you to make a performance check for you to be able to play quietly. But yes, you could do that. That is something you have to like focus on it. Normally in battle, you do not play quietly.
Shit.
There's also
How many times can Arvienti aggress in a day?
What?
Use the cape in a day. How many
Once,
times
once.
can she?
once.
Just
Once? Okay. Okay, no,
There's
then
also-
they can go up or down.
There's also to consider Rose flying in the air. How will we know he won't see her flying in the air?
Now he is 100 feet at the bottom of the canyon. So him seeing her fly up, she would then need, once she got to the top, she would probably need to make a stealth check. But he's pretty far away and at the bottom of the canyon.
Okay.
So yeah. Just like angle wise, yeah.
Mhm.
He would it'd be hard for him to see her. Now he might hear her, but he probably couldn't see her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so that we make this clear, there's absolutely no chance of Rose falling down, right?
As long as
I didn't
she
say that.
concentrates on her spell and doesn't drop it.
If anything, it disrupts Arianti.
Yeah, our team has to not break concentration.
Alright, so we got
I mean, you can have the feather just in case.
Well, that's good. I would rather not die.
70.
So, I'm giving Rose
Now-
the feather that I have. The feather with feather fall in.
I was like,
quotation
could we
marks.
possibly like plug the holes of the instrument that she's playing? She
No.
just has to play it. There's no indication it has to make noise, right?
It has to
does
make
have
noise.
It has to make noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's how playing works.
that's like the
Okay.
verbal, like the bard's version of verbal components for a spell.
Yeah,
is,
it's
music.
verbal and somatic.
Yeah,
The playing of
Could
the
we-
instrument is the somatic. The verbal is then the
the noise. Yeah.
Could
The
we wrap
magic
a,
is in the music.
could we wrap a cloth around it, muffle it?
Yeah, you could wrap a cloth around it. Then you're going to Arianti's still going to need to make a performance check to see if she could play while she's wrapped up in a cloth.
Mhm.
Well, just the instrument.
But
Yeah,
her hands
it's gonna
have to
be
be
it's
on
one
the
of those things.
instrument.
Like, okay, we're gonna take your guitar and we're gonna wrap it up in towels. Now play.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Is that to play quietly? However, you guys want to negotiate that, she will need to make a check in order to do it successfully.
And
Yeah.
like, how far are we, if we do it where we are currently, that's like what? Arianti's 70, 75 feet? 70
Mhm.
away from him?
Yep.
So,
Alright, so this.
but it is a canyon. There's a little bit of an echo.
Alright, so
It-
Yeah.
can
And by the
Arianti-
way, I'm giving you all the benefit of the doubt and assuming you've been whispering and haven't been yelling
Oh,
at each other.
Totally. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
of
supposed to be
course.
whispering?
It's also a little hard to be whispering over a headset. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, so I'm giving you guys the benefit of the doubt for that one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're sitting here going, Arianti, can you cast fly?
Just echoes down the canyon.
Fly, fly, fly. Yeah.
Can you get silent?
Goodness.
There you go, Soul. We were just talking about.
No, we were.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. So.
So this all starts with Arianti then.
Okay,
no pressure, child.
Could you give yourself I was like, could you give yourself inspiration?
Yes.
I
think
could.
so. Yeah, I think she's high enough level to give herself inspiration
Yeah, just
Okay.
give yourself
I'll
inspiration.
give myself inspiration.
by singing. just want to clarify.
Shit.
Yeah, sing quietly.
But I don't think
you
that
can do
doesn't
that.
mean-
Okay,
Good.
yes, she can sing quietly. Playing the instrument, you have to make a check. You can hum
Yeah.
to yourself
Okay.
and do a little dance to inspire yourself. Like, yeah.
Okay, I hummed myself into a little dance, and I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay.
And do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Okay, so you've inspired. Okay, you're casting the spell Fly on Rose. Go ahead and make me a performance check.
16, and I don't even know if I need to use my.
You might want to. You can save
Die.
it then. Yeah,
So we're keeping the 16.
if you don't want to use it.
No. Damn it. I'm gonna add a D8.
Okay, roll your d8.
4 makes
All
it
right,
20.
so you're at a dirty 20. Okay.
I'm playing quietly. I hope they don't have really good hearing.
Who knows?
Okay.
They're hill
All right.
giants.
I think they have
Beth's
negative.
way of talking makes me nervous.
I think
Okay, no, so you cast this. You cast Fly. It happens. You can't see what's happening on the other side of the mountain. So
Do we hear any like roaring or any?
no,
They're
hill
awake.
giants don't generally roar.
Or any kind of grumbling, I guess.
Oh my god, no, they're
No,
awake.
you don't really hear any kind of grumbling. At least not right now. No, it's not something that you guys hear. But Rose, you can fly now. What are you up to?
Shit.
I'm up to what our plan is. She just floats. Well, okay, she flies up as far as she can, and casts silence on the two sleeping giants.
Perfect. I need you to make me a stealth check when you get to the top of the canyon.
Okay, that's Hold on, I'm checking the wording of Pass Without a Trace. It's that's also concentration. Okay.
Well,
never
our
mind.
auntie's concentrating on you.
Well, no, silence is concentration, so she can cast
I-
Pass Without a Trace, but literally only for the roll. It would wear off the second she casts silence.
Which is
I-
useless.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well-
could cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Should I do that?
Well, okay, the problem with
But
Pass Without a
it's-
Trace is that it's focused on the caster.
It originates from you. It would
Yeah,
not affect
right.
Rose.
She's 100 feet up, so it wouldn't help her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
I
shite.
appreciate the effort, but I'm just gonna have to hope that I don't get caught.
Should have get inspired by our auntie before you left. Shit. Oh well. Continue.
It's
Well,
okay.
yeah. We
Didn't
wanted
I
to make
have-
sure. We wanted to make sure the first step of the plan doesn't go wrong.
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. That is 12.
Okay.
See red?
I mean, it's not awful, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Red?
You're at
Uh,
the top. You're at the top of the hill. You can see the sleeping giants below.
she goes ahead and casts because silence is only an action. She goes ahead and casts silence while she can.
Okay. Yeah. So you cast silence. So these guys are here. I need to draw a circle really quick. Draw a shape.
It'll be
Ready?
here-ish.
Blue.
Yeah. I'm just gonna draw one really quick and then I'll move it over.
Okay.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue. Blue.
It's 40 feet across, right? It's huge.
It's a 20-foot radius.
I want to make sure that I think that's big enough.
Is that funny?
1, 2.
Phantom likes when I do the little circle thing on the map. Blue. Yeah. Blue.
Okay, I think that's the radius.
Look at that red circle. You see it? Oh. Is that red?
Let me pick up the.
10, 15, 20,
It
20.
is red. I see red. Good job.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm moving these guys just because I need to try to grab the stupid
thing.
circle.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Now,
The blue.
it lets me rotate it, but it doesn't let me move it. This is the worst. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, okay.
So there you go. So
Highlight
it's
it.
centered on these guys here, and now I'm gonna make it part of the map, so I don't have to interact with the stupid.
Why did they move?
No, she
That-
had to
Don't
do
worry, she had to move them.
No,
so she can move the
it's
circle.
fine. I'm moving them because I'm trying to grab hold of the circle. They're not like teleporting or anything. This is just Beth playing with my game mechanics.
I was like, they're awake.
Oh god, yeah. It won't let me click on this. Fine. If I can't click on the circle again, then it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. These guys are still here, and they're within the silence. And this guy is here. Okay. As we were.
Now step
So the
3.
red circle is the silence.
So Princess rests on Ariante's shoulder, ready to pounce at the giant if things go wrong.
Mhm.
Okay, so I guess I
So,
start to sleep.
Rose, are you staying at the top of the hill now that you've cast a spell?
Now that I've cast the spell, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay up here until
How are you gonna
maybe,
get down?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
just
maybe come
lower
down.
myself enough so that I won't die.
Okay.
Because you won't be able to fly down once I stop concentrating.
All right. So you fly down, Rose.
hmm
Okay. So you're back in the canyon, that little crevice area. Okay, go ahead and move, Ariante.
Okay, do I have to be stealthy?
I don't know. Do you?
I'm going to be stealthy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth. And that one.
Should we move up with
Shit,
her?
it's a 9.
Not right with her, but close.
9.
So
Okay.
be in range.
Yeah. So go ahead, Ariante. Go ahead and move your full movement.
Shit, talkie mushrooms. Where was I? Here?
No. So starting from there.
15.
Starting from there, you can move your full
From
movement.
here?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Am I just 25? Or is it 35?
You're 25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys get there. Vero, you hear something. Oh. Never mind. I lied. Silence is a great spell. You hear nothing.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Am I in the silence radius?
No, you're not within the silence radius. It's totally fine.
I
literally
hope
Okay.
that the giants don't have telepathy, because that would suck.
I mean, they shouldn't. That's not how they usually go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no!
Ariante, you can now move. It is okay. Ariante has now done her full movement. Does anybody else following Ariante? If you stay in that alcove, you don't have to make a stealth check. If you move past that alcove, you will need to make a stealth check. If you are stealthing. If you're not, just be my guest.
Should I roll for Princess then?
No, Princess does not need to make a stealth check because she's currently sitting on Ariante's shoulder, so she's not actively moving independently.
Okay.
You fucking. We should have had Vero cast past the trace and go there. Whatever. Okay.
It's too late now. Okay,
Yep.
so
shit.
Sarabi and Petra are moving. They're going to need to make a stealth check. Anybody else moving?
No, they are staying right there. They are not
Okay.
going in. Just
Okay.
looking.
They're
at
not
it.
going in. They're
I'm
just
going
making,
to-
making sure they are looking. And
Do we really want Ari to? Do we really want Ari to go alone? And
No.
I don't want this.
No.
Let the kid do this. She already died once. It can be worse at the last time.
Almost
No.
died a second time. It'd be a
I
third.
can cast passive auto trace on the
Yeah,
people
let Vera
following
do it.
Ariante.
Let her do this. If
What
the
is like,
giant gets mad, she can run and then we can rescue her. You can baby her for her whole life.
Who knows if there's
She's
like
an
a fourth giant somewhere we can't see
We're
it?
still whispering.
I already
hope.
checked the whole canyon. There's only 3
Yeah.
of them.
Excuse me, but Ariente can hear what we are murmuring here because we are
No.
very far
We
away.
can't. Yeah.
No, you guys cannot hear. Ariante cannot hear this. But Ariante, go ahead and make a second full movement.
5, 10, 15. And then once I come over here, I want to just go ahead and start Unearthly Chorus on.
Okay,
Wait, where'd he go?
he's not there.
Oh no!
You can start the spell, but he's not there. You said that
I
Pill
saw
described
him.
the way the canyon. Yeah, Pill described the layout for the canyon and said that you should, once you get to this lip, Princess said you would have direct line of sight to the hill giant. You do not see it.
Okay.
You see a
Time to
stump,
send
maybe, like a log that was sitting there, but you don't see a hill giant.
Ariane,
Okay,
can you look
so-
back at us to let us know or something, or what? She doesn't have to
Do
say
you wanna,
anything,
like-
but she can look.
message. I use message and point.
Okay.
You can wave.
You can just look at us and be like,
I
like,
don't have
shrug.
message anymore. Never mind. I don't.
You could
can
look-
literally
just
look at us
back
and be like-
shrug at us. And we
I
get
look
it.
at them and I'd be like, and then like
Yeah.
mouth, he's not there, and shrug, and then I quickly look around. Like I do that really quick because I don't want to. I
Does,
want to look
does
around.
Pill know again? Does Pill know?
No,
Yes,
but,
because Princess is
oh,
sitting.
wait, are you
Okay,
looking
so
for
Princess is gonna fly up and look for him.
Okay.
Can I wave Ariane frantically back? She can't see me, right? Fuck this.
She moved her full movement anyway. She can't move at all yet.
Well, I moved 20. I can move
Yeah,
5.
she can
Then
move
get
5
back
back
into
if she
cover
wants.
then.
Okay, I move 5 back to take cover.
Princess will need to make another stealth check.
Alright. I rolled a 16.
Ah, there he is. He's gonna wake
You
up.
have a
the other
16? Okay, you fly over and you see one of the hill giants. He's clearly yelling something and trying to wake up his companions. He, in fact, kicked one of them and it is now getting up.
Oh,
But
no.
he's still like, you can see him trying to like verbalize and just getting angrier and angrier that he can't seem to wake him up. And that's why he kicked the first one. And the first one is now, the second one's now up and is like grumbling and you can see it moving. But again, the silent spell is still active. And so you can't see you can't hear but you can see them yelling at each other, and finally one of them is like starting to kick the third one to wake it up. But they're clearly angry with each other.
Good time to run
Are they
for
gonna
it.
start
I say.
fighting?
Maybe you don't.
Can't
They're
I'm
just
gonna
gonna-
leave Princess
Pill
to keep an
tells
eye
the
on
others.
them.
He's like, "Do you just want to wait it out and see if they're gonna kill each other?
Hell no! Let's run!
Why?
We have to
They'll
run
give
right
us away."
past them. They can easily hit us before we can pass by. That is stupid.
Tell
Yeah.
the kid
In
to
that
send
tight
some
narrow
animals and distract them.
Okay, so do you want to go with the original
Good.
plan then?
If only the silence wasn't there, then I could play Unearthly Chorus on all of them. But the
But you can only,
silence
you can only
isn't-
do
Oh.
one at a time. You can't do all
Yeah.
at once.
Oh, I can't.
Just
No,
Okay,
send the
so-
animals in.
Yeah, send the animals. They can still see them, and they'll chase the animals down
And,
the canyon.
and then
but we're
we
not
can get
going.
past without race. And
Okay,
run
third
for
one.
it.
Pill, while you're watching, the third one is now awake and is angry, and then they seem to be they're whacking each other. It looks like with the clubs a little bit, but the first one is starting to head back to where he was. So you see,
We
he-
lose the chance.
so he hasn't left the zone yet, but he's getting close to leaving the zone of silence. So just if you guys have to make a decision now, basically.
Pill,
What are you
Pill
going to
tells
do?
them. Pill tells them. He suggests with the animals.
Okay.
But
how
other
do you,
choice do we
you
have?
can't let Ariane. How do you let Ariane know?
As long as the
Well,
three
you guys
are
can just
inside
yell
the-
at her. They're still all in the silence. They
Yeah.
can't.
Okay.
Yeah, just yell.
Okay,
Just yell while we can.
Just yell at the
animals!
Take your animals out and send them to distract.
I can only take one as an action.
Yeah.
So send one.
It means
All
yeah.
right.
So you can throw one down, throw one out.
Okay.
And yeah. Okay.
And,
I
and
throw
I'll
one out.
Princess be another animal,
Okay.
and she can distract them too.
A 3.
You got. I believe I put in the magic in the spell. I actually said what the animals
come
were. I
underneath
thought I
there.
put it
Come
in
on.
there.
Anybody can cast Pass Without Trace, and then we
Amazing.
run for it with the spell on.
It should be a baboon.
A baboon. Okay. Yeah. So you should have access still to the baboon's stats. It's in the bag of tricks, like folder thingy. You should have access to all of their things. But let me go ahead and grab you a baboon mini. How big are baboons? actually-
Where's the
what's the
text? Oh, there it is.
Medium,
Yeah.
I think.
Baboons, character sheet. Small beast.
Oh, it's small.
Small?
They're loud.
They are loud.
Yeah, but it's not like that matters. It is-
Mhm.
It only has to run from them for a while. Distract and shot for a minute so we
Yeah, it has to run at them and then run the direction we're not heading.
should get them inside. If you can get them to look in this
Gotta run that
direction,
way.
then we
Yeah.
can run.
Okay. I'm just going to use a cat because I don't have a baboon mini, but we're going to go ahead and say that this is a baboon.
Close
Name.
enough. Both of them have teeth.
Baboon, and then let's see. So that's there, and it's controlled by Katie. Okay, there. You should now have access to the baboon. So you take your action and you pull the baboon out. Do you?
Can I move anymore?
Yeah. So this is your last action before it leaves the zone of silence.
Okay, so I can't pull out anything else. Can
Yeah,
I tell the baboon to move?
Yes, you can tell the baboon to move. That's a free action, and you can also move yourself.
Okay,
Can
I
the
instruct the baboon
Can the
that...
baboon dash or like double its
Yes,
movement if it foregoes an attack? So it can go 60 feet instead of 30.
Yeah, it can double its attack, its movement.
Okay.
I tell the baboon to stay out of reach of them, but to try and always yell and get their attention and dash in.
Why?
Because I have to instruct it before I leave it.
Mhm.
Run and
And
like
which direction are you telling it to run?
which way direction are we trying to go?
You guys are trying to head straight south. So you guys want to head. You guys are trying to head. So you guys want to go up and around and down.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
we
try
want
and
them to
tell
go
them to
this way, then?
go this way.
Okay.
But trying to stay far away from them.
Okay.
Wait.
Climb up
wait.
rocks if he
Do
needs to
this,
get out of reach.
And this and this. I thought this was
Yeah.
a straight line.
No.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to shoot the explosive arrow in the middle of the tree. We can really.
Oh
Just-
god.
It can go to here and then cut the corner and do the next 30 like there and then the next.
Yeah.
It can make it to like what? About here.
If he goes directly in there, he's gonna be killed.
He
Yeah,
has,
Yeah, but
he
he'll
has to though. He has to go over there
Yeah.
to
Plus,
lure
he'll
them
have
to the other
Princess
side.
with him.
He
He's
has
a
to go
baboon. Can't he climb rocks?
Yeah. Again, 100 feet up.
100 feet.
Shit.
He has to do that. He has to go through there.
Princess
and
is
run
there
past.
too. She can also distract them.
Forget
So
it. That we are not making it.
there's two
There's
animals.
No way. There's no way we can make it without fighting.
I know.
I thought this was an open path. I didn't realize there was a wall in the middle. If
Oh.
we really need to
Yeah.
go
Sorry. That's a.
this way, if we really need to go this way and this way, there's absolutely no fucking way we are not going to get trapped.
Okay. So you go ahead and move the baboon. You can let it take its double move action. With Princess. Yep. Okay.
I don't know where to leave it.
It can move another 30 feet.
Yeah, but do I want him to go automatically in here?
5, 10,
Why not?
10, 15, 20, 25,
Uh,
30. It can make it all the way to here.
Yeah.
Maybe here?
Maybe we could get the three of them here, and then Phil can cast Fireball.
That's
I'm
not
gonna tell him
kill
to
them.
run in
Not
here
gonna
real
kill
quick
them.
and run out
Okay.
here. But he's gonna.
So-
They're still gonna get him.
They
Alright,
have like a
so-
boatload of HP that
You
wouldn't
You guys
kill
watch as the baboons go tearing up and then tearing back down. And Prince, of course, Pill, you can communicate with Princess. Hill Giant, this one had been trying to squeeze itself because that's how it's been maneuvering. Is it has to like stand like with its arms up in order to move
Oh,
down this
and-
pathway.
Before I finish, I still want to move Arianti back some.
Okay, go ahead and move Arianti back.
5, 10,
But this Hill Giant and this Hill Giant are both awake.
25.
The baboon is going to get 2 attacks of opportunity on it for running through their spaces.
And Princess.
Right now, they aren't actually hitting Princess. And since they only get 1 reaction, they're both using it to attack the baboon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the first one that we ran past it, right?
It's the one it ran past, and the other one, the third one that's higher in the canyon, can't quite reach them yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Hill Giant 1 and Hill Giant 2 are attacking us.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I know.
So that's the first attack. And that's the second attack. I believe I've killed the baboon.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
Rip baboon.
just
Alright.
just get the
Princess.
fire ring. Just get the
I
fire
did 31 points of damage. So Princess carried on, but
Yeah,
they do
Princess-
not appear to be interested in Princess.
Princess attacks Hill Giant 1.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack. We'll let Princess attack, and then I'm making you guys roll it.
Alright. So I'm just gonna have her do normal damage, nothing special.
Because you haven't prepped any spells with her yet,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Alright, so
Can we in
oh
the
shit,
middle
I
of all
dropped it
this
off the
try to?
desk.
Can we in the middle of all this try to?
I got a
force
17 to hit.
17 to hit. 17 hits.
Alright. And what's the scratch?
I think it's like 1d4 minus 1. And they don't do very much. It's a bird.
I don't intend it to, I'm just
Yeah, you're just trying to. It's harassing fire.
yeah,
Phelan.
it's 4.
4? Okay.
No.
Where did my pencil go? I have lost it. Well, this sucks.
For the record, I just want to know, is the reason why the first ogre giant thing is because I failed my stealth check?
It wasn't you failed your stealth check. It got a 21 on perception, and you only rolled a 20 on your performance. You
That's
missed it
why
by
you
1.
were talking, so I knew it was that.
Yeah, you
We're
missed it
talking
by
so
1.
smug.
Phelan.
And then Rose failed her stealth. Her stealth roll was below its passive perception, and so it saw,
Could've-
and that's
could've
why
helped
it ran over to that area because some little weird thing popped up on the top of the canyon after it heard somebody playing music.
Weird shit's happening. I need
Weird
to
shit's happening. I'm waking up the posse. So you did 4 points of damage to Hill Giant 1.
Mhm.
Okay.
They scare me. I'm just a little tiny gnome child.
They should scare you.
All right. Now I need everybody to go ahead and make me initiative. Roll
Yeah,
for initiative, please. Here, let me go ahead and start the
Phelan,
initiative
stop
counter.
it. Hang on.
That's not great.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see.
Where's Kelly's character sheet? What the fuck?
I got a net
Ooh.
1. I'm last.
I got a net 20 for some reason. Why?
Well done.
Alright, I'm gonna
So
click
go
on
ahead
the
and
token.
start adding your guys'
Yeah.
to the
Add it.
turn order.
And
Not
it's
actually, so-
21 altogether because +1 in initiative. What the hell?
Oh, I rolled a nat 20 in the. Oh wait, I was supposed to do the.
Yeah, you gotta click
Initiative.
on your token and then roll initiative so it gets into the turn order. And then you can edit
Yeah.
your initiative when it's in the turn order.
Oh,
Did-
that's
I'll
right.
say
I need to.
Mine didn't show up in the thing yet.
Yeah, click on your. Did you click on your token when you hit initiative?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
You
Sorry.
have to click on your token first.
Oh, okay.
It's very picky like that.
I
Yeah.
had to roll
And then
again.
you can
there
just
I am.
and then you can just edit it the one you have.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can then click on the it in your turn order and edit what the number, so you can actually change to what you think it should be.
I first rolled an 18, so this was.
No, baby. Come on, go sit down.
The fuck am I supposed to do? Lexi.
What? Valen! Stop it! No!
Oh. I guess it was a nat 20 has a -1 or something.
Yeah, they are not dexterous. Okay, let me go ahead
Still
and
did
set
pretty
this.
good.
Okay, I think everybody's in the list, so that would mean Sarabi goes first.
But Rose roll a nat 20.
No. That was for that. That was in. That wasn't my actual initiative. I was trying to roll the d20 so that it would register for the turn order, and it didn't. And I had to click on the thing, and it wouldn't have counted anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sarabi goes first. You now, by the way, can hear the hill giant one. It's just yelling in giant. It's just echoing throughout the caravan now that the cavern now that it is no longer within the silence.
If I move, then I can call my action, right?
So if you hold your yes, so you can move, then hold, but you can no longer. But then you can't move on when you decide to activate your action.
Yeah, it's fine. I
that
just
makes
want
sense,
to move to make way for Kali.
Okay, so go ahead and move.
I'm gonna move there and then wait for the giant to appear.
So when you see the giant, you're going to do.
I can't do really much. I can only attack. I'm not a wizard.
Okay, so you're just going to shoot it with your bow when
You're
when
gonna
you
cast
see it.
arrow.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. No, it isn't going to work because my rolls are shit. Doesn't matter.
Poor Sarabi, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you sounded like so dead inside.
What is even the point to try to strategize something when all I'm going to roll is 1, 2, and 3?
So far, you have not rolled 1, 2, and 3. I'm just saying.
I think she's referring to last session that we had on Scorpions for our campaign, where she rolled a 1, trying to sneakily grab coin and alerted the Scorpions to their. Yeah.
Everybody was doing so well, and then
great until right then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next is
maybe
Vero.
I can try hitting
So
it when
I
there's 9
think-
strike.
I have an idea for something. Okay, can I turn into a spider, climb up the wall?
It would take you a while as a
It's gonna
spider.
take you a while because you only have
Yeah.
a certain amount of movement and turn orders. So
Fucking right. What is my climbing speed again?
I think it's
Not
like,
100
it depends
feet.
on how big of a spider you are.
I want to be the biggest spider. Just
The
saying.
biggest spider.
giant spider.
Yeah.
I think
Could he
I
turn
don't know.
into one?
I don't know if giant.
I don't know if your CR is high enough to be a giant spider. I'd have to look.
This biggest
I think
spider.
it is
plus-
because there's
I think it would still at
there
least
could be a
take you
lot of
like 3
giant
turns just to get up
insects.
there.
How can we
It's 100
calculate our
feet.
challenge rating anyway?
Technically, your challenge rating is your level. You guys are challenge rating 5. If you were doing that conversion, but it's different with Vero because Vero's becoming an animal. The change shape does something. It's weird. It's weirdy.
40 feet climb, but that doesn't.
Giant spider is a CR of 1.
I think Vero can be a CR1. I'd have to double check. Yeah. So Vero, yeah, you don't. I don't think you get CR1 until your 8th level.
Fuck. I could be a giant wolf spider, which is CR 1/4,
You could do
Which
1/4.
gi-
Yeah, you
gives
can get
me
up to
a-
1/2 right now.
which would give me 40 feet climbing speed. Would that make sense?
That means it would take you. You'd have to dash, and you still wouldn't get up to the top of the hill. It would take you 2 turns to get get to the top. But when you get to the top, you could then shift back and be a person. But I think you are circle of the land, not circle of the moon.
Moon.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so wild shape is an action.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which is all right for me because I don't can't do anything.
The problem is, wild shape is an action for you as a land druid, meaning you cannot double your speed up the wall this first round. You can double your speed the next round, but that would still be
And
taking
then you'd be at the
2
top.
whole rounds to get up to the top. So you wouldn't actually be able to do anything until the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a waste of 2 rounds, essentially.
Which makes no sense. No. I thought I could go around this stupid terrain, but no, that's fine.
Yeah, not at your level. When you can start flying, then yes, this would have been easier to do. But yeah, the canyon is just it's a tall.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go next to Sarabi and Randy, and I guess I'll hold my action too.
Okay, what spell are you holding?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't. I have
Yeah, decide one.
Either slow or sleet storm.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah, pick one, yeah.
Freezing
Maybe
rain
something
and
that makes the terrain here hard to go through. Or
yes,
something
making
that stop
difficult terrain.
Make difficult terrain in front of us, yeah, not where we are.
Yeah, exactly. So I would yeah, I'm holding the spell Sleet Storm.
Okay, so you're holding Sleet Storm. Okay, then it is Kali's turn.
Oh, not much she can do either, but she's gonna move out here. There. Not
Okay,
too far
is
out.
Kali holding her action?
Yeah, just a crossbow bolt. Nothing else you can
Okay.
do.
Alright, next is the Hill Giant's turn. This one successfully gets down here,
Actually,
which
I'm gonna
I
move
don't think you
here.
guys can see quite
Right.
yet. And then it's going to go one. No, this is dead. I forgot. Hold on. There. Okay. Because I did. It's then. See, so that's 1, 2, 3. How far do these guys move again?
40 feet, I believe.
Yeah.
I've had to deal
Yeah.
with hill giants before.
So he didn't even attempt to like swat Princess away or anything.
Nope.
God damn it.
Princess is just slightly too small. Okay, and it's squeezing through here, so I believe that is as far as it can get, which I believe is in line of sight of Sarabi.
Yeah.
Shoot the bitch. I gotta cast Snaring Strike. It's not going to work because it depends on a strength
And
save
they
and
have
that,
ridiculous strengths. Yeah.
so.
Ridiculous, like higher than Kali's strength.
But maybe the dice god are going to be merciful just this one time.
Yeah, I could beef this roll. Oh no, I have advantage.
Yeah.
I'm a larger creature. These guys are huge. They're 16 feet tall, by the way.
Mhm.
Wait,
Okay,
let me
so go
convert
ahead
that.
and make the attack.
1 second. 60 feet to meter is almost 5 meters tall. That's the size of a giraffe.
Yes,
Fucking-
they're huge.
I forgot how large Sleet Storm is.
Mhm.
Okay, so.
Fucking
Yes.
ridiculous.
You're a druid. You control the. Okay, that does hit. So you do 7 points of damage. On Hill Giant 1.
Oh, don't you have? Never mind. It's too late. Don't
What?
you have the special arrows?
Well, yes, I can use it, but the idea I only say snaring strike. I can
That's
use
right. Yeah.
poison arrows or fire arrows.
Yeah.
Or-
let's see, 7.
I just remember
I
that
don't
you had
even get the
those.
one second.
It's been so long.
Okay.
It's been so long.
Now it needs to make a strength save with advantage.
Yeah, that is totally going to pass.
Yeah.
I believe 17 beats your DC.
Yes, I only have. Let's
Yeah.
not
It's
say.
like 14.
What's
Okay,
this
so
square
it's
up
saved?
here?
I didn't
That's
expect
Not what I
anything
wanted
more.
to do. I'm sorry.
You can attack a second time, can't you? You get 2 attacks around.
Yeah, but I don't know because this is an action hold. I don't know if I can use a bonus action. I don't know if I can use a special arrow. I don't know.
So for the bonus, so for the way a held action works is you dictate what you're going to do in your action. So your action allows you to shoot twice. You cast Ensnaring Strike as your bonus action before you held your action. So you're like, okay, my first shot is going to be Ensnaring Strike, and then you loose an arrow. You can then draw a second arrow from your quiver and fire it as your action because that's just what you're.
But Snaring Strike is not bonus action. It's an action.
Ensnaring Strike is a bonus action. It's a bonus action to cast. You then have to shoot the arrow.
Oh,
Yeah, so you cast Ensnaring Strike on the arrow that you've pulled, and then we're holding your bow and waiting till you saw something move and fire it. Then you can then pull a second arrow out and continue to fire.
oh.
Yeah.
Normal
so-
arrows. I can't use one of my special arrows.
No, you can pull a special arrow. It's just in your quiver. You can pull a Robin Hood essentially and pick the arrow by the feathers, the way the feather feels, and pull that one.
What the hell, dude?
What?
But Valen
Okay.
just brought in like all his wipes and diapers into the bedroom and put them at my feet.
So, shouldn't I
so-
have to have rolled the poison damage for the other one? In case.
Was the first arrow you shot a poison arrow?
Yes, I was actually going to. I thought I couldn't because it wasn't a real attack, but.
No, it is a real attack, yes. So it could be poison. So so it's 1d4 poison damage, I believe.
Well,
so it
of
does an
course.
additional one. Okay, listen, it's a d4. It was the probability on that one's pretty low.
I mean, I got once on 22, so it's not like.
Yeah,
And then
go
the-
ahead and roll a second attack. And what kind of arrow is this if it's special?
It's gonna be poison.
Poison.
Yes.
Okay, so it's another poison arrow. This one also hits, so you do 10 plus another d4 for poison damage. So this time you did 13 points. Okay.
There's the 3 that was missing from the other dice,
Yep.
so I still have 6.
Okay. So you shot 2 arrows into it, and you hear the hill giant roar as the one of the first one hits, and the vines explode out of it, and the hill giant just grabs the vines as they're growing and rips it out of its chest and throws it away. And then the second arrow hits it in the chest, and it just yells.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't think. I think Vero has line of sight. Yes, Vero, you can technically see a hill giant has appeared. Kali, I think you're just slightly out of range. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it all around this little cave, so there's deep winter now. Deep
Okay.
winter. Oh wait, let me. Yeah, I think so. It's alright.
What the hell does the spell do again?
It makes the area hard terrain, so it's hard for them to walk through. They have to make, I think they have to
Okay.
make a dex save or something where they fall prone.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I might be
Really?
I might be thinking of a different spell though.
It's a dex save. It is a dex save. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Until the spell ends, freezing rain. You can hold it for a minute. Sleet falls in a 20-foot cylinder, 40-foot radius. Fantastic. Centered on a point within range. It's heavily obscured. It douses flames, making it difficult terrain. When any creature enters the spell for the first time or on the start of its turn here, it must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, it falls prone. Fantastic. Okay. It hasn't started its turn in it because it's already had its turn and moved in. So on the top of its next round, it will need to do the same attack. They're not going to have to roll yet until they move into it, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So at the top of their next turn, they were all going to have to fucking roll to make sure they don't, pratfall on their ass in the middle of the sleet storm. Okay, but I will keep that in mind. So they're all inside the sleet storm right now. Okay, but the next is Pill's turn, because they all just moved. They do not move very quickly, and they have to squeeze through these little canyons.
I'm gonna have Princess fly to Hill Giant 1. I'm gonna have her cast Inflict Wounds at level 3.
So, Princess has to come back to you. You touch Princess and cast the spell into Princess, and then Princess can run and attack something. So, you have to have Princess near you before you can cast Inflict Wounds through
Alright,
her.
can I
if
just
that
have
makes
her,
sense.
vanish towards me and then have her fly towards them?
I think... Is that an action, or does she just do it? I can't remember how that spell works.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna pull up Find Familiar and see if it says anything.
Oh, Find Familiar. R.
Let's see.
Instantaneous, it says.
Okay, Find Familiar. As an action, you can temporarily dismiss your familiar. So it takes your whole action to dismiss her.
But
and then
doesn't it? At the end, you can deliver a spell as if it had cast a spell. Your family must be within 100 feet of you. And must use its reaction. The distance, it must be within 100 feet of you. The last sentence?
Yeah,
You cast a spell wherein your familiar can deliver the spell. Deliver.
So it doesn't
But-
need me to touch it.
It says when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it has cast it itself. Your familiar must be within 100 feet of you and must use its reaction to deliver the spell when you cast it.
Alright, so let's measure the distance. Yeah, she was She was like less than half that, so she was within range.
Okay. Alright. Fucking hate that.
Rules as written bullshit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm the evil rules
she's
lawyer.
attempting to attack him. Okay, go ahead. She has to make an attack roll though.
Alright. And I got an 18.
At least it wasn't on that.
Yeah. Go ahead and do the damage for that spell, cause yeah.
Level 3. Alright.
I hate how fucking Roll20 does that. Just put it all together at once. The high level.
Oh,
attack.
so
Try to break it up
all
into
of these are
two.
damage?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, they are? Okay.
I think,
Yeah, roll for me
or
already?
maybe
Cool.
not.
Okay, so the 17 was you rolling to hit. The 14 and then plus an additional 11.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So you did 25 points of damage.
Okay.
My whole ass. Okay. All right. So you did 25 points of damage, and Princess basically bounced off of the hill giant. Okay. Is she moving away from the hill giant?
Yes.
Okay. She technically, by the way, has to be moving at half speed.
That's fine.
Because she
In the
is
sleep
flying
zone.
in the difficult. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no! Go ahead, roll me a fucking dex save, or you're not prone.
What?
Because it's friggin'
it's a
sleet storm. It affects everything. It's a
Yeah,
column of
storm.
snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a storm.
True, it affects air.
16.
Does that beat your DC, Vero?
Yeah, sorry. Spell save DC 14.
My. Alright, it's still taking an attack of opportunity against you, bird.
Okay. Oh, now it's interested in Princess, huh?
You did damage to it. Okay.
What did damage to her?
Yes! Yes! Vaporized princess! Okay, you cannot resummon princess. You have to recast the spell because I killed it.
No, I'm not
Why
resummoning her.
are
I'm
you?
just having her
Why
fly
are
away.
you so happy about
No,
animal
she's dead.
abuse?
Oh, okay, she's dead. Okay.
I got a nat goddamn 20. No, okay. It wasn't a nat 20. It was still only the 16. I'm accidentally rolling at advantage. I shouldn't be
Oh,
rolling at
okay, now I
advantage.
see it.
So
She's
it's
not
just
dead,
the
don't
16.
She's just
But I still think
temporarily.
it's higher than her.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think the bat familiar only has like 3 hit points or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The club comes out and connects with the bird as it's flying by, and it's just a poof of feathers as it disintegrates because there's no body left behind. So you can resummon Princess, but in order to do
In an
that, you have
hour
to
later.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta cast the spell and spend the money for it.
Yeah. So I gotta delete her.
Okay.
Princess went out of here.
Ha! I hate that trick. You do it every time and it drives me bananas.
It's even
Bill,
worse that
technically
you're the
you
one
can
that
move.
gave him the idea of it, Beth.
I know, and I regret it.
I mean, he can still cast fireball.
Yes, I
yeah,
know.
I was gonna say, how far
Fucking
is?
wizards.
Can I move 30 feet? So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
30
have,
feet.
just gonna have Pill catch up with the others.
Okay, Rose, it is your turn.
Okay.
I think you still have fly.
Probably? Our auntie
Yeah, 'cause-
hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I think
Orianty never cast the second spell, so.
Oh, okay.
You're still a fairy.
I'm still a fairy. Well, I don't need to hold concentration on silence anymore.
No, you don't. I'm assuming you're dropping silence then.
Yeah, I don't need to have it. It's just... Okay,
Okay, I'm moving this guy only for the purpose so I can highlight the circle.
that's fine.
FYI, I'm going to cast a concentration spell, so you might not want to be flying.
Oh no, I definitely want to be in the thick of where y'all are, because she can, regardless of what Rose can see currently, she can hear things happening.
Pick on. Ha! Sorry. Go ahead. It's just being a butt trying to let me grab onto the
Okay, fly gives me a speed of 60, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm not gonna go very far. I'm just gonna move, like, right here in the mix.
Okay.
And down enough, use whatever movement I need in order to make sure my feet are on the ground.
Yep.
And
Let's
then...
throw up into bowling throwing range, yes.
Fair. I'll move back. I don't even know what I want to do yet, so I haven't really committed to
What
where...
range do you have from here? Oh, that's the wrong button. Most of your spells have at least...
Most of my spells are within 30 to
40.
40... Yeah,
No,
30 to
Bailey,
60.
Stop it! No! Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. You can do what we were talking about earlier, where you do the in and out of cover thing up here.
Yeah, particularly
be
since
there,
all of
it's
my
up to you.
spells are made to, are none of my spells are made for like a physical fight. It's more to incapacitate a wizard.
Yeah.
Does hold person work on giants?
Good. I mean, I don't know. They're kind of strong.
Whole
They have to
person
make a
needs
strength
to
check.
be
It's a
person.
It's not a strength check.
It's a wisdom. Okay, it's a humanoid that I can see within range, which is 60 feet. It's concentration up to a minute, and it's a humanoid within range that must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Then yeah, I don't see why
Hill
not.
Giant's humanoid though.
They can
Yeah, they
be
are.
humanoid in the game, though. Yeah.
Beth?
And they look humanoid-ish.
It is humanoid if it had 5 fingers. Don't you know anything about cartoons?
Beth?
Beth? Uh-oh.
Did
We
she get?
lost our DM.
Oh no.
What do we do now?
She finally quit.
Can you guys hear me again?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Giants are not considered humanoid.
damn.
Shit.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Well,
I can't do my spell either.
But they are still smart enough to understand a song. This makes no sense.
I wanted to cast Crown of Madness on one of them.
Yeah, they're not considered human. To be able to hold a giant, you would need to cast hold. Which is a higher level spell.
What?
Hold
Hold
beast.
monster.
Or monster, I mean, sorry, not
Beast.
beast. Monster.
Yeah.
Or a whole creature, something like that.
Okay.
It will be
I think-
overpowering.
I'm going to... Well, okay, I think that officially speaking, my movement is actually over here. I'm gonna poke my head out in case people need healing, but otherwise, I'm holding my action until somebody gets damaged, in which case I will heal them.
Okay. Next then is Arianti at the bottom of the round. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
trying to
good.
decide what I
Alright,
wanna
I want to
do.
make sure I'm not quiet again.
Just because I can't do Crown of Madness, I'm trying to think of something else to do.
Sorry.
I want to cast Eldritch Blast on this guy, but I guess I have to be somewhere I can see him.
Yeah, you would need to shift over to where Vero is. Vero, you can now see it.
Okay, I cast Eldritch Blast on this feller.
Okay.
A beam of crackling energy, make a ranged spell attack against target. One hit. On a hit, takes 1d10.
And it's 2 beams. You can, because you are 5th level.
So I get 2d10?
Um,
Or do I get to attack 2?
I think you have to make 2 attacks.
So 1d10 times 2?
Yes. Well, so you have to
Okay,
roll
so I have
2d20 because you have to make 2 separate attacks
Oh, I
because they're
see.
each individual beams.
Just regular d20?
Yes. Plus your attack bonus.
Okay, so
But you
that
rolled an
one...
18, so you hit. You hit.
Okay, and then that's the first attack.
Okay, 7 points.
10.
10 plus your spell modifier. So what's your spell attack bonus?
It's like 6. It's 6.
Okay, then yes, you also hit.
So 9.
Okay, so 9 points total. Okay, you shot 2 essentially eye beams at it. They could come from wherever you choose, but yeah. Okay, so you shoot 2 bolts at the creature, and it does not seem to like that. Okay, next is Sarabi.
Did Ariente use her bonus action?
No.
No, did you have something you wanted to do in your bonus action?
Can I ask for inspiration?
Yeah, you can inspire someone.
Okay. I inspire Sarabi.
Okay.
Because I only have 1 shoot at this and I don't want to mess up.
Alright.
I'm gonna pull the red arrow that Mina gave me. I don't know
Okay.
what this does, but I hope it doesn't backfire spectacularly.
Alright.
And shoot the asshole with the arrow.
Holy
Oh wait.
Oh shit!
Oh! Wow! I was going to say I should probably cast Hunter
You
Mark.
don't need my dire inspiration, dude.
Yeah, no.
You got
Okay.
a nat 20.
Okay, you haven't you haven't shot one of these arrows from her yet, have you?
No.
Oh, this is the only arrow.
This is the only one that she gave you, right? Okay. You need to roll. It was going to be 2d6. You now need to get to roll 4d6 fire damage.
Oh my god, yes!
Does is still the the Hunter Mark? Can I still cast it because of a bonus action?
Yes, I'll say you can cast it, but you don't get to add it into the crit damage. You can then do it with your next attack. So you've done so far 17 points. Roll me 4d6.
For the 6?
Yes.
Yeah, 4d for the fire damage as it explodes. Okay, so you've now done 31 points of damage.
Yeah.
So.
Plus,
That's 1 attack.
yeah, and the Hunter Mark is 1d4, right?
Yeah, it's
Isn't that
1d6,
also
but you don't get to
D6?
add it to. Yeah, it's a d6, but you don't get to add it to this attack because you forgot to say it before you shot. I'm not letting you just add in extra damage when you nat 20'd. But yeah, so you can.
Pity, but okay.
I know, it's so petty of me. So you can make your second attack now and add in Hunter's Mark when you do it. So I'm letting you cast in between your attack action, which I shouldn't be letting you do. So So go ahead and make a second bow attack,
And
or you can have.
my die too if you want to use it.
With one of my fire arrows, please.
This is one of your fire arrows. Okay, these only do 1d6 because they don't explode.
Yeah, but it's did I hit?
Yes. So that hit. So you get to add 2d6. 1d6 is fire, and 1d6 is for Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Okay, so additional 4. So you did 16. Oh, you are kidding me. Okay. The first arrow, you pull back and you fire, and it hits it dead center in the chest, right where one of your other arrows had hit. And you watch as it rips like this. It just explodes on contact in this huge like hole gaping in its chest is like ripped open, and the hill giant is just staggered, and you can see now inside of the gore of its chest and its rib cage, you can see its heart. With Hunter's Mark cast, you draw back and fire the second arrow right through its heart, killing it.
Oh shit!
Sarabi did 41 damage in a round.
That's awesome.
Not 41.
Don't give me
no,
shit,
no, no.
Sarabi doesn't do anything.
No, not
This is-
41. I'm sorry, not 41. 47. 47.
Yeah, 47.
Yeah.
This is the story that I'm going to tell to the children of my niece.
For the record, it was at half. It was just slightly above half hit points. You killed it.
Mhm.
You took it from half to dead.
So half to dead. So it only has like 20.
What?
No.
No,
Okay,
it has
never mind.
twice the damage I do at least.
Yeah, a little over twice the hit points.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did like a ridiculous
see.
amount of
It's
damage
got
to
about
it
like
before.
it's got about like 100 something hit points
Yeah.
in total.
Damn!
Yeah.
I think those were the dice gods. They were like, stop giving us shit. Have this and shut up.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Sarabi's turn. You detonated an explosive inside a hill giant's chest. It's now Vero's turn. What would you like to do?
I just noticed something.
What?
At your in full allowance to like kick me out of this game or something, or
What's
hang me forever. I have Sleet Storm up, yeah?
Yes.
So I wanted to check if I can use Moonbeam. Moonbeam is concentration.
But so is
It
Sleet
is.
Storm. Sleet Storm's also
Whole
concentration.
person is concentration.
Yep.
That combo wouldn't function, and I used it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I know. That's why I've been giving you shit about it, because I forgot to read the rules. It's fine.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
you're being honest.
It's okay. No, I knew
Months
that
later.
I had forgotten that they were both concentration. It's okay.
I just noticed. Fuck.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm sorry. Anyway.
It's my fault. I didn't read the spells either. Oh yeah.
Anyway, all I wanted to do this because I can't do anything much is I want to hold healing until he gets hurt.
Okay, so you and Rose are both holding the healing. Do you want to move at all?
Nah, I'm good
No,
where
stop it.
Okay, you're good where you are.
I'm good where I am.
Give me that.
Okay. Golly, it is.
Excuse you, little boy. Sorry.
It's okay.
He wants to play for me.
Clearly, you're having fun. So like.
Yeah. She's just gonna shift over here and hold the same thing as before. Phelan, ow.
Okay.
Ugh.
I mean,
'Cause she can't
It
really
is now
do
the hill giant's turn. Let's see. So it needs to make a dex save because it's entered the rough
Sorry.
terrain. I need to open up hill giants. It is making a dex save. Oh God.
It does not have good decks.
14. I think that makes it. I think your DC is 14, isn't it?
My DC is exactly 14.
Yes. Okay, so this one made the save. It's still so it's not considered rough terrain, or no, it is rough terrain
It is.
still, but it doesn't fall on its ass.
Yeah.
So
But
this
still have
was
movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Suck. Okay, it means it still has the option to fall on its ass. Okay, second one is moving in. Then I will do their attacks because I want to know whether they're prone or not. This one failed. This one is on its keister.
we say fell off ass.
Yes, one of them fell on its ass. This
I
one
just
is on
want
its ass.
5
Yeah.
meter tall creature just falling on his ass.
Wait.
Yes, essentially it's the Hulk falling down. So Hill Giant 2 is prone. But you guys can't see him. But Hill Giant 3 is standing and is going to make a ranged attack against Kali. So it's going to throw a rock at you, Kali.
Fun. Okay.
This is Kali we're talking about. She can stop
So-
rocks with her
But
mind.
it has a
22
good-
versus your armor
It
class.
has a good to hit, and yeah, that hits.
Okay, take 21 points of damage as it hurls a rock at
Cool. I'll do that in a minute
you.
when I'm
It just
on the
rips
computer.
part of the canyon wall and just lobs it at you. Okay.
She's not quite Chris Redfield yet. She can't just punch the boulder.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Pill, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna
Without
cast
pre-
stuff.
Yes.
I'm just gonna
Sorry.
cast Fireball.
Of course you are. Okay, so Jesus,
since
31 points of damage.
since I saw it though, I should be able to shoot it twice.
Yes,
So.
yes, you can shoot it.
So I'll do that while
So-
Pill's doing it.
That's the
Yeah.
right? Wait, what is this? That's the distance. 150 feet is the distance can travel? You can shoot it? Or is the distance it covers? Because we are all inside the range of 150 feet.
I can shoot a creature within 150 feet radius as long as I can see it. The radius of the fireball itself, the explosion is 20 feet.
Oh, okay. I was a bit scared there for a moment.
No, it's not a nuke.
It was like, woo!
First one fails. Second one, they both failed, so they both take 31 points of damage.
By the way, Beth, it was 22 to hit for the crossbow.
That hits.
And then 6 points of damage, and she gets 2. So 15,
6.
19 to hit, and then
Yep.
9 points of damage.
Okay, so 15 total.
Yeah.
And then you get hit in the face with a boulder.
Yep. It was 22
okay, she got
points
like-
of damage, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. 'Cause I wasn't.
It was how much?
No, I was asking
Yeah,
how much she took was 22 because I wasn't at my computer to fix
21.
it. 21?
But yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, they both just are now toasty, and then the sleet storm puts it out again. Did you want to move at all, Vero? Not Vero, Pill. My bad.
I think I'm fine where I am.
Okay. Next is Rose.
Okay.
Technically, you can have because you both you and Vera were technically holding your action for someone to get hurt. So if you'd like to, you can cast healing on Kali and not lose your turn because you were holding that.
True. How much were you hit, Kali?
21.
For 21.
A
A little over half.
little over half. I guess I can just do a quick healing word, just so that because giants pack a punch regardless of what it is they're doing. So just like a level 1 healing word.
Okay.
Reminding me of what the? That's not what I meant to do. That's a D4 plus my spell casting.
Like 10.
That's 7. No, wait, not 7. That's 9 altogether.
Okay. Kali gets 9 back,
Okay.
and then Vera, did you want to do the same? You held your action.
Yeah, let's put a healing word on her spell. Level 1, 1d4.
I'm at 55 out of 67.
I was trying to say with that you don't need it.
I'm just letting you know. I would take all the healing you're gonna give me. Top me back all the way off. I don't care. Go for it. I'm just letting you guys know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. That'll just mean the next time I'm hit, I lose less. Next time I'm hit, I won't be as low as I would have been.
Mm.
It's up to you.
I was trying to heal her because these guys do a lot of damage with one
You're
single.
gonna keep hurting her.
Just trying to keep her.
Yeah.
It fell down. Fucking. So that's a 2 plus. I keep forgetting. Sorry.
I think your spellcasting ability.
Yeah, ability. Let's go with 6. There was some complicated math. That's
It's your wisdom bonus.
my wisdom.
It should also be on your spell sheet. Go over to your spell sheet. It should be at the top of the page next to your DC.
That's a 6.
6. Okay.
So 6 altogether, or 6 plus whatever you rolled.
6 plus 2.
So yes, you get 8 back.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it is officially Rose's turn.
Okay, cool. What can I do against these guys? Because I'm not prepared for giants. I mean, I could just... Do you think that we're going to be resting in between this and...
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
There's no way. We're used too much shit. We're gonna have to take a break. Yeah. We have to rest.
You guys burned a whole lot of spells. It was really
Yeah.
funny to watch.
Yeah, It's giants. We can't take them lightly. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Hold on. The range is, because I never remember, the range is 60 feet, so, where am I? There I am. Yeah, basically right in between the two giants. Cool. And then I can use my bonus action to try to hit them.
Okay.
I'm not wasting any of my... Hey! 18 plus my spellcasting modifier, so it hits. 24.
Yes. So which one are you attacking? The one that's prone or the one that's not prone?
The one that's prone.
Okay, so it's prone, so...
I'm gonna crit fish.
Yeah, you...
I didn't, but
Okay.
whatever. I still hit it. And then that's
Mm-hmm.
1d8 plus my spellcasting ability. Which I don't know, so I'm just gonna use the spell attack bonus.
We've been using it anyway, I think.
Yeah. 9.
9. Okay, 9 points of damage on the one that's prone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Beth, question, real quick.
yes.
I know the tokens look different for us, but do the giants form fill up the whole red circle that they're in, so like all the squares that the red circle touches, or is that just their range of motion?
The red circles is how big they are. That's how many squares they
So
take
they
up.
fill in those squares.
Yes.
Okay, I just was curious.
It's why they have to squeeze through those narrow openings.
Okay.
It takes like half their movement for them to get through these canyons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they have a reach of 10 feet. So it's that aura that you see is how big they are, and then 10 squares away from that is everything they can hit.
Okay.
Or 10, not 10 squares. 10 feet.
2 squares. Yeah.
This is a really inconvenient place for this guy to live in.
Yes, it is kind of inconvenient for them. But again, never mind. You don't need to know the logic behind how they ended up here.
They were placed here.
Pretend the
Yeah,
map's a little bit wider.
But it's intriguing. Maybe they were cast away by a family that didn't want them.
You want a backstory?
Or they followed a herd of goats into the canyon and haven't figured out how to climb out yet.
That's good too.
It is
Yes. Let's check my spells. Why is I'm clicking it? Why is nothing coming up?
It may be asking you what level you're casting it at.
Ooh, I just wanted to read the description first. No, I want to read the description.
The I button.
Sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense noise. Each creature within 10 foot radius. It's 3D.
Just make sure it is a radius around you because where we are.
I know it's gonna be like
Shattered
the radius
now.
She
here.
puts it at a distance, yeah. She can choose where
Yeah.
it comes from.
Versus Thunderwave, which is I think what you're thinking of, which is around her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I chose not to do Thunderwave for that reason. Where am I trying to read it? I'm trying to figure out. Where's my character sheet? I think I closed out of it accidentally. I want to cast 2 or the tweak. Probably level 2 because I want to save my level 3 just in case we have something else with the battle. Okay, I cast it as a level 2, which I think I just did. But I guess I missed.
Well, they need to make con saves.
Oh. Okay.
One of the prone one failed.
So 3d8?
Did it take half damage if they succeed? Or no damage if they succeed?
Oh, let me see.
Because if it's half, then because it looks
A
like you already
creature
rolled
takes
here.
3d8 on a failed, and then half if they saved. So
Okay, so it looks like you did 12 points of damage. That's what the 12 means.
Uh-huh.
So let's see. So one of them, the prone one, takes the full 12, and the other one takes 6.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. Did you want to move at all, Arianti?
Yeah, I kind of want to move like a little further away so he doesn't hit me with the rock.
Okay. So Robbie, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move counter mark to the standing guy. This is the one that's standing, right?
Yes.
Okay, the standing guy. Then I'm gonna attack it with the poison arrow.
Okay. 16 hits. So go ahead and roll a d4.
I gotta be right back. I need to feed the animals.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back too. I need to use the bathroom.
Other one.
That also hits. Go ahead and roll 2d6 because you have Hunter's Mark cast.
Ah, right. Wait.
It's a d6 for each attack.
Woohoo!
Yes. Okay, so hold on. Now I have to add. So 12 plus 14 plus 12. That's 24 plus 14 is 36.
Woo!
Yeah.
12 plus 14 plus 12.
Yeah, it's 12 plus 14 plus 12. It's 36.
38.
38. Yes, it is. It is 38. I did math badly.
I use a calculator on my phone, so I cheat.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to move at all, Sarabi?
Maybe just standing a bit behind Kali so in case anything comes flying in this
It hits her
direction.
first.
She can still.
With
still
all
throw
her
it over
magnificent presence.
Don't forget to mark off those poison arrows. How many you've used?
Yeah, I've been keeping track. I have 4 poison arrows left.
Okay. Vero, it is your turn.
I can't cast for shit because I need to have the concentration on that Sleet Storm spell.
Don't you have other spells that aren't concentration?
The
That
only
ice knife one? Isn't that not concentration?
I don't have it prepared.
Okay.
What
what-
about your cantrips? I mean, don't you have a couple attack cantrips?
Ray Frost.
Okay,
It is
turns
good.
out I didn't have to feed them because everybody's home, and I didn't notice it because I was playing D&D.
I guess I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost after an entirety again.
Okay.
I rolled apparently already.
Yep.
I was just clicking on it.
Well, you hit, so you did 7 points of cold damage. Okay.
Okay. He's loud.
No. Fuck. So he's in the sleet storm. And he has to make another deck because he's still in it. Oh god. Okay. Kali, it's your turn.
Question. Why was I gonna say hags? On the hill giant. Because I'm looking at HG and for some reason it makes me think hags. On the hill giant's turn, they move at the same time, right? Like simultaneously.
Yes.
So when the I said hag again. When the hill giant 3 starts to move forward, hill giant 2 will be standing up, right?
We'll be standing up, yes.
Okay. Well, probably should have moved behind me.
Unless Hill Giant, what's his face, falls on his ass.
But I'm gonna make her hold an action. So the second he stands up and he's not prone, she's gonna throw her javelin at both of them. But she's gonna angle herself so she can see them both, because I think right here she should be able to hit both of them because it's both in the red circles. Yeah.
Yep, you can hit both of them.
Yeah, so she's gonna hold it in her hand and wait until she sees the other one stand up, and then she's gonna release it. Since they go at the same time, I figured
Yep.
when he moves forward,
Okay.
he will be standing up. But yeah.
I think you're still covering me there. No, it's fine.
Okay, it is the hill giant's turn. Go ahead and make your attack, and then they will start. So this one is starting to stand up because this one's going to try to move. Hill Giant 3 is going to try to move, and it'll fall on its ass. So you are catching them in between them falling and not falling. So go ahead and make the attack. Yeah.
Okay. Timing on this thing for her.
Yep.
Okay. Where's my... Wait a minute, what's the javelin stuff again? Fuck, I don't have it on my character sheet.
It should be in the magic thingy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the damage, but what's the to throw? It's dex, so it should be my same thing I use to fire the crossbow, right? Or would I use the same attack I use with my sword? Like to attack.
Hold on, I have to look. You should be proficient in it, but
Yeah. Sorry, that's loud, probably.
no worries.
Just, like, bumping my metal dice around on the table.
Yeah, so let's see. Simple subtype weapon. Thank you, you useless fish.
I need to put it in my actual attacks and stuff. I don't know why I haven't. That's not high school javelin. There's also not high school javelin. There you go. So I don't know if I'm using my strength for it or my dex for it. That's the problem. Because it's different attack modifier for it.
I think it's strength. I think it's strength.
I'm pretty sure that javelin is strength because one of
Yeah.
the things that paladins can get are some javelins.
Yeah, javelins are strength. Because they're also a melee weapon. So they're both strength.
So it's
Yeah.
plus- And I have the shield in my hand, so that makes it a plus. Okay. Alright, now that I know. Sorry.
It's okay.
So 17 plus 7.
Yes, you hit.
And then it's 46. Where's my D6? Hang on, sorry. I should have got these ahead of time, so I was thinking about this for the whole round. My fault. Okay. 4. 2, 6. So plus 25. Oh, they have to make a dex save too. They also have to make a dex save. This is a lot of shit. They have to make a dex save to see if they can dodge the lightning. If they don't dodge the lightning, they take 25 lightning damage. And then I also have to do the javelin's damage itself, which is...
They did not save.
Okay. Oh shit, sorry.
So they both take 25.
Yeah, and then the one that was on the ground prone gets hit with the javelin.
Mhm.
And the javelin itself does...
It's like 1d6.
1d6, yeah. So he gets an additional 6. Plus,
Okay. So he takes 31.
6 plus my modifier, though, right?
Yeah, plus your modifier.
So 6. 10.
10. So he took 35.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I'm adding really quick, and then we can go. Okay. You watch as you hurl the javelin, and it goes through as it becomes lightning in your hands. It goes through Hill Giant 3's arm and severs it. It just falls to the ground, and you watch as the lightning arcs up the giant, and its face seizes as it spasms in death, and it collapses. And then next to it, Hill Giant 3, as it gets to its feet, the javelin jams into its chest, and lightning shocks through it, and it screams in agony.
Okay.
But it's now standing.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to make another dex save, don't I?
Yes.
In order to move.
I feel kind of bad for them now.
Yeah.
No, he's prone again. He gets up, gets electrocuted, and falls over again.
I'm bullying them at this point.
Okay, Pill, it's your turn. There's only one left.
Where Where is he? Okay, I'm gonna run over so I can get line of sight of him. Is that line of sight?
Yeah, you can see him.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at level 2.
So it's 4 bolt? No, you get 5 bolts, I think, at level 2.
I just clicked on it, didn't say. Where is it?
Yeah, I think you roll 1 dice more for each.
Yeah, it's one additional
Yeah,
bolt.
it's 1. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So you go ahead and roll 5d4.
5d4? Okay.
Yeah. And then you add 5 to the end of that.
What level is he casting it at?
Second.
2.
Or 2, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so 2, 4, 3, and 4.
Sorry, I wasn't adding, so what was that?
Yeah, 18. 18
18.
total.
Okay, so he takes 18 points of force damage. I was about to say, well, he's prone. You have to roll at disadvantage. Except it's magic missile. No, you don't. That's the whole point of magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to do this?
I want to like blow chunks of his head across the canyon.
Of course, something ridiculous.
Wait,
gory.
but if you blow up the head, then we can cut it and put it on the bag of holding.
Oh
Yeah.
god, really?
As it stands back up, the lightning, the lightning hit it and it fell to one knee and it looks up at you and you point your fingers at it and 5 magic missiles, the bolts, the 5 bolts come flinging out as force damage. One goes into its eye and then the second one follows in and you watch as part of the skull explodes, and now that the damage has been done, the other 3 magic missiles rip into it, and it blows out the back of its head as it collapses in the that's forming around it in the sleet. And you have defeated my hill giant puzzle.
I'm a cowboy.
Yeah, so you have now slain all 3 of the giants.
And with that, the snow begins to slowly fade because
He blows his finger gun. Pretending as if it was smoking.
And Callie
not
reaches out and gently shoves his shoulder, like, stop it.
Got a problem, partner.
Your stuff's always so gory.
Oh my
Gorier than
gosh.
mine, and I'm the fighter.
You know what kills me about this is this fight. I have started actually building fights for you guys that are well past deadly.
Oh no.
In the CR rating, simply because I have yet to like really do any damage to you guys in a while. This one should have murdered you outright, and the fact that
The terrain did help a lot.
the terrain, you guys did manage to succeed at not screwing up. You guys did discover the giants. It didn't just walk into them, which is good. Because if you just walked into them, I would have raffle stomped you because you would have been stuck between 2 sets of hill giants. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so there you go. You guys have now eviscerated 3 giants in myriad of fashion.
Come on, wizard, come with me. We need to cut their heads to put it in the bag of holding.
We're not
I don't
putting
think they'll
their
fit.
heads in a bag of holding. They're just gonna turn to muck because they'll decompose. And you'll go to pull them out and be like, look at this!
We
And
don't
it's
know
gonna be
how
a bunch
much
of
they're
viscera.
gonna weigh. Sorry,
That's
I
the
didn't mean
point. It's only the cranium that we need. We only need the skull. It's okay.
And it's still
Why?
gonna decompose! No!
Because the wizard has a collection of heads, and it's a nice thing to do to help your friends. Fill
just
their
he
collection.
has a
It's not-
collection of what?
I don't have a collection of heads, just organs for spell components.
Well, I knew about that.
Which you can totally, if you want to spend a little while, you could probably gut these guys and try to see if you can get more components from them.
I do. I want to do that.
That's
I'm totally
fine.
trying to decapitate one of the.
I mean, fine. If Pill wants a head of a giant in his bag of holding, sure. Since he'll be
No,
the one that
I
has
just
to pull it
want
out.
I just want to grab whatever spell components I can get out of them.
You're gonna need to make me a. What's the word I want? It's.
Investigation.
Yeah, I was say, what is that skill?
Yeah, it's actually survival.
Survival, yeah.
Um, Yeah, because you're basic cutting something apart. It's like skinning an animal.
Okay.
This is my jam. This is my jam. Let me do it.
Hold on. Let me see my.
I could just see Sarami being like, "Let me help."
Yeah, okay. I'll let Sarabi do it, and she can cut them open, and I'll just grab whatever she cuts out.
She has no idea what is important, but it doesn't matter because the field can point out what
Well,
he wants.
I'm assuming Pill's like standing right next to her. It's like, okay, save me that. Cut that out for me. I'll take that.
She's
Just
like doing
stop
because
it.
she's excusing
Show me
herself.
the cards.
He's
Yep.
like, that's garbage. You can't do anything with that.
Sorry, I'm finding my Monster Harvester handbook.
She's excusing
Of course
herself,
it's the
saying
Monster
that
Harvester handbook.
she's
Yeah,
helping a
it's-
friend, but
it's a-
actually she's
It's
going
a
to go to the
handmade one, but it works really well. It's got a nice breakdown of all of the good spell components and everything.
I was gonna say, giants gotta have something useful.
They have probably eyes the size of a fist, so at least like that had to.
It's heart. Its heart is the only really part of the giant that is worth any value.
All right.
So you got two because one
So,
of them.
yeah, one of them he has an arrow in it.
All right. Well, I'll take the 2 hearts. That's fine.
What'd you get? What'd you roll? Because you have to roll. So you got 20. Yeah, okay, that was enough.
Yeah, I was
Because
gonna
you
say,
want to try
let
to cut it
Sarabi.
without damaging the heart further. But yes, you managed to cut out 2 of their hearts.
Yeah, I
So you
let
now have
Sarabi
2
do the
hearts.
cutting for me.
So I would make sure that if you keeping those, put 2 hill giant hearts.
In the bag
So,
of
yeah.
holding.
Yeah, in the bag of holding, just so that way I know, so I can look back up if you're going to sell them what they're worth, and if not, what other spells you can use them for.
Yeah.
Because
Should
they are
totally-
alchemy components.
At the very least, the hearts should be smaller, quote unquote, than the heads.
Yes, their hearts are smaller, but they're these
They're
giant.
heavy,
I mean,
though.
yeah. Let's try. They're the hearts are probably about the same weight as Arienti.
Probably.
I imagine
At this point, we should be worried about like exactly how much weight we're putting into the bags of holding because they can only hold like what 250 pounds, something like that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
That is more
so-
than-
Pills is his personal bag of holding, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but,
exclusively
but
for
like
components.
Mine only has like
So-
3 skeletons and like other tiny baby.
yeah, if you're
Perfect.
keeping them in yours, pill, then yeah, that'll
Yeah.
work.
It holds up to
Now-
500 pounds.
Do
Back of holding.
500.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
since the giant is the same size as a giraffe, I imagine the heart is the same size as a giraffe's heart.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at a picture right now, and that thing has the size of a 1-year-old kid or something.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me. It's the size of a baby. Now, you probably could not fit an entire hill giant into your bag of holding, Pill. If you
No, I'm
wanted to sit,
not. I just want the heart, not the giant.
yeah, well, just in case you ever wanted to, if you wanted to sit here, you could Oh God, what the hell's the word for this? You could remove the
Dismember?
skeleton from one of
Dismember?
dismember it and take off all the flesh and just keep the bones, and then you would have a hill giant skeleton that if you ever wanted to try to summon it as an undead.
That would take a while.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Yes,
you
it
know,
would
we-
take a
that
while.
big.
It would probably take you the rest of the night to just remove the
And you
gore
wouldn't be
from
able
one
to
of these.
sleep. Yeah.
What if
But
I
then
use
you
acid?
will-
Will that make it go faster?
Well,
You
what?
don't want to burn the bone.
Will using acid make it go faster?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, it could help speed up the. But I mean, you still have to like hack some of this just off. Like you
Hmm.
could probably melt some of the guts pretty quick, but you're still gonna have to like cut some tendons and things like that. It's like dismembering a chicken. Like it's gonna take you a while.
What if Sarabi's help?
Yeah, if you guys help with this, it'll go much faster.
Arian's
But
not
if it-
helping.
Yes,
Oh.
don't touch them anymore.
Sarabi
Like,
just like walks out
You
of the
have
giant
fun with
like
that.
covered.
I ain't helping with that.
Sarabi's like covered in
Gross.
intestines. Come on, Arianti, give me a hug.
No!
Every
Okay.
totally gonna hell. She got animal for a living. This is our territory.
I'd say with
Like-
2 of you and using magic, it'd probably take you guys 3 hours, but you could do it in 3 hours. Like you guys could just gut it and
But
remove
do we
all of its
have 3
flesh and just
hours
start.
is the question
Well, we
at
have
this
to
point.
take a long rest anyway.
Yep.
Yeah,
We could
so
make
what
camp
if-
here in the
Yeah, we
middle
can
of
set
the
up some
massacre.
camp here. We're safe.
In the middle of
Can
the
we
goat
please-
massacre and the
I
giant
do-
massacre.
We can go over to where the giants were sleeping.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say let's go
Exactly.
over here. It's cleaner. Even though it probably
it
stinks
actually
of giants.
It
Probably
really isn't
stinks of
clean.
giants. Okay,
Yes.
let's sleep over here. Over here. It's probably cleanish here.
Well,
That-
I mean,
There's probably cleaner. Yeah, where you are.
well,
But
I
it's
mean,
safer next to the bodies.
Ariente can cast prestidigitation to clean all the blood and guts off the ground.
I don't think
Yeah,
it'll
good.
get rid of the guts.
It won't get rid of the guts. It will clean off the blood.
Yeah,
You can't
and
just like magic away the guts.
and that,
It'll still smell and rot.
I mean, that there's just like giant shit, right? So
Well,
you
Yeah,
can just-
probably giant
and,
shit.
and like a bunch of other skeletons and just like all of their like rotting meat and stuff that they haven't finished
Okay.
eating and
I say
yeah.
let's come down here. It's clean.
I do agree. Let's not sleep.
okay.
Mm.
So it takes 3 hours to get the skeleton, right?
Yep.
One skeleton of one of the complete or
Yeah, I-
just parts.
The 2-1. You would need to, of course, disassemble the skeleton. You can't have it all together, but
That's
you
fine.
would take 3 hours to get the entire skeleton and mostly degore it. Like it's gonna have some like stringy bits of sinew and some flesh still sticking to it, and it's all bloody as hell. But yeah, you got it.
That's
Alright,
fine.
fine.
Throw it away.
The rest
It
of
does
us,
character.
the rest of us are gonna go make camp. I guess Petro stays with you two, and neither of you leave without the other. And we'll be floating
Yeah.
down the canyon, I guess.
Better because
the way-
since we are both going to be elbows deep on
Pietro can
on
keep
giant guts. Pietro can keep watch.
I'd say keep watch loosely. He's waiting. He keeps licking his chops and getting a little closer and a little closer. He's trying to figure out if you guys are gonna let him eat the liver or whatever of these guys. He only came to eat parts of the hip. He's still a dog.
It's the giant edible toe.
Probably not for
Asking
you.
for a friend.
It probably wouldn't be edible for you guys. For Pietro, yeah, he probably could eat it.
Damn it, I'm jealous now.
I mean, that's why there's such thing as dog quality meat.
Yep. Yeah,
Random
but
question.
Yeah, what? What's up?
Sorry, while they're bringing up guts, do I have herbs? Can we teach Nelly how to find herbs? Can we rope Ariante into that? Ariante, can you rope
Sure.
her into that?
Yeah, you guys can try to teach Nelly the difference between a couple different kinds of plants.
Ariante loves animals. She'll help.
While they're degoring disemboweling one of these hill giants, yeah, you guys can do that. It would be an animal handling check, Vera, but you have advantage because Ariante is helping you.
Nice.
Pietro
I also
probably would.
give him a dive. Well, I don't know if I can give him a dive inspiration too. I mean, I might
No,
as
probably
well.
not for this.
No, okay.
Because it's taking it's like an hour worth of training that you guys are doing. You're kind of condensing into this role.
That's quite alright.
Yeah, Pietro would not be interested in eating like the meat part, but like the internal organs, absolutely. He's totally game to eat some like liver and lung and stuff.
And I was like, no, we have food at home. No.
No, he keeps trying to eat the liver. Like every time you turn around, he's like got his head inside one of the other giants that you aren't working on.
God fucking damn it, Pietro.
18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you can probably tell the difference between You can teach him the difference. Or Nelly is a she, right?
Her,
Would
yeah.
set-
Her, yeah, right.
her. Yeah, you could probably teach her the difference between two different herbs. Like you could this one is sage and this one is dandelion. Like you could show Nellie the difference and be able to identify it, but that would be it. Like you would then have to expand her repertoire of plants slowly over time. But yes, she is starting to understand the difference between plants. Okay. Yeah. So 3 hours pass and you guys finish de-gut the hill giant and you collect. And I think actually this is probably a really good place to stop, where you guys set up camp as both Pill and Vero and or not Pill, not Vero, Pill and Sarab Pietro all come back towards where you guys have set up camp and are just covered in gore.
I wanted to spend an hour to cast Find Familiar.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
Are
you can
ever
cast that
going
one.
to sleep tonight? We have to sleep in even 8 hours. You guys spent
It
3 hours.
only takes an
doing that.
hour.
Okay.
Yeah, so you would need to stay an additional 4 hours afterwards to get a full night's
to
sleep.
make up for it.
Mhm.
So we'll be sitting here really like what, 9 hours? Because I was thinking about
Alright,
shifts.
fine,
I was thinking about shifts. If the rest of us, one of us that's down here in camp stays for watch while they're dismembering the giants,
Mhm.
and then that person will have to switch out with somebody else because they can only watch for 2 hours. And then
Well,
we let
A couple of us could have just
we let-
slept.
that's what I was saying. We're sleeping down here, but one of us has to keep watch on our camp because where we are.
Well,
And
if you
then-
do that, if Kali keeps watch and then Arianti keeps watch and then Vero can keep watch for the next 4
That's
hours
what I was
because
gonna
Vero will
say.
have gotten his.
Just have
Yeah.
Vero meditate for 4 hours. 2 of us have to watch, and then so
Yep.
and so that means we'll have to wait an extra hour. Then right, hang on, because I took 3 hours. I'm trying to do math and I can't do it.
Yeah. So you guys have already gotten. So Vero would be done by the time Pill has finished his spell.
Vero
and
would be done in an
re-summon-
hour. Yeah.
So if Pill deguts everything, then casts Find Familiar, it's been 4 hours. Vera would be Kali and Arianti would both need an additional 4 more hours to have completed their rest. So when Kali and Arianti and Rose are all done, because I'm assuming Rose is
Yeah,
Can't-
Rose is definitely sleeping.
Yeah. Okay. So once the 3 of you guys have had a full night's rest, you would then need to wait an additional 4 hours. An additional 2 hours technically, and then 2 hours just waiting around where they would be awake but wouldn't be like doing anything.
Yeah, because we need how many hours of sleep a night? Is it 6 or 8? I can't remember.
It's 6 hours of true sleep and 2 hours of downtime.
Okay.
So they would need an additional 2 after you guys wake up, and then another 2 of just downtime before you guys could leave.
So 4 hours after everyone else is awake. Okay.
So it would take you guys a total of 12 hours to do this whole sleeping shenanigans thing.
Yep.
So it would take you guys from about 3 in the morning to about 3 p.m. before you would be ready to go again.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, it's totally fine. That's up to you guys.
Okay.
Is that where we're...
I mean, yeah.
I think
I
Yeah.
agree with it.
Honestly.
That's fine.
Okay, so we will start the game then at 3 p.m. after everybody has rested and woken back up, and Princess is back and the whole thing, and so you guys are all ready to go, and we'll start the next game. Okay, cool. Did
I
I
actually wanted to make it different familiar this time.
Okay, you want Princess to look like something else?
Yeah,
Okay, what do you want Princess to look like?
a hawk.
A hawk. Okay, so still disheveled and gross?
Yeah.
Okay. Sickly hawk now. I think I
Yeah.
even have a hawk mini. I don't know, yeah, I think I gave you Princess's character sheet. Did I ever make... Oh, I did make a character sheet for Princess. Yeah. So, Tiny Beast unaligned. I will have to change Princess's character sheet a little bit and then pick a new mini for her. But yeah, I will make sure that then I get her a new mini so you can have a hawk mini for Princess.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. And I will do that then by the top of the next round. Or the top of the next game. which I will unblock the poll. So if anybody's schedule changes over the next couple weeks, just feel free to change it and let me know, and then I can pick a new session for this. But yeah.
Okay.
Cool. You guys have successfully killed some hill giants, which will actually probably make the area safer because they're no longer going to try to like kill caravans and stuff on the way up.
Okay. You can tell them when we go back, hey, hill giants are dead.
Yeah, we need to tell everybody the reason.
Yeah, you guys will probably arrive at. See, if you guys wake up at 3 p.m., you guys will probably get to the tomb. Along this schedule, probably closer to like 6. No, like 8. It would be another 5 or so hours before you guys reach the tomb. So you guys will get there about 8 p.m. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then this is where we will pick up next time. Yeah, because I know 10 p.m. was kind of our cap for tonight because other people have stuff to do in the morning. Including me. By class.
I actually have tomorrow off.
Oh, hey, nice.
Congrats.
Easter Monday. Yeah.
Yep, I do not.
Yes, same.
don't work Mondays.
I can finally go to sleep after this.
Yes, I know, you could sleep at a decent hour.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will see you guys next time. Hopefully we'll figure out when next time will be later this April.
Okay.
Cool. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
We definitely need to be thinking of new ice cream names, though, for sure. This is definitely going to be like our homework assignment, is come up with new ice cream
renaming the
names.
flavors, yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
This is a very serious business.
I feel like Pill's flavor should be some kind of spicy.
Oh,